The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Long-time listener, first-time caller.
First-time
Caller.
First-time caller.
After downloading the free Discord app, use the invite link in the description or scan this QR code with your phone to be taken to the Beyond Wednesdays Discord server.
First-time listener, long-time caller.
There you will see the Modern Comic Mayhem category on the left with the call-in waiting room. Join that call-in waiting room, set up your camera and your mic, and have your questions ready.
Call me now!
Just one hit, then I gotta go.
You asshole.
What's going on, everybody? Wednesday night. I'm just going to keep it as Wednesday night review until we figure something out. I think the Wednesday night review is perfect for basically what we do. We kind of just review cool collectibles and shit like that. You guys know how we rock. So 29 live at the beginning of the show. Hey, just me and Leg at the beginning of the show tonight. Yee's feeling under the weather. Richie has got something he's got going on. There's somebody else that I talked to. Anyways.
Where's Hood at?
Hood might be live right now. I know he goes live on YouTube, and he usually pops in afterwards. He might be live Wednesday night. So, but I sent links to everybody out there. Also, you guys know how it works. If you guys want, you guys can just check us out through the Discord. We have the Discord going. Let me go ahead and show you. So if you guys want to jump in, you're more than welcome. We got the stage going. Just jump in and then raise your hand, and you guys can call in. So, yeah, that's how it works. We're just chilling. And you can also watch the show in the Discord, too, which is nice. If you do jump in there, let me know. But another thing that we're going to talk about tonight for the Discord is, I want to come up with some what is the word? Niche comic collecting categories to start. I think it would be cool to have like a category in the Discord, niche comic collecting, and then have each one of like the little sections be whatever it is, skull covers, and then if you see a cool skull cover, you put it in there. You can put the image in there. We can get a list going, and I'll also put the Beyond Wednesdays creator first thing in there too, so you guys can all see that. But if you guys want to add to that list, you guys know it's in the link below. Shout out to everybody that's hanging out with us tonight. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, man, baseball is getting ready to start. You watching the World Baseball Classic at all, Sean?
Yeah, I watched it. I mean, fucking Angels fan, man. How are we gonna? How am I not gonna? It really came down to it. It really came down.
That was cool, dude. That was a great moment.
Man, it was cool. It was awesome, but same time sucked. Like I can't lie. And first off, as an Angels fan, I was like, sweet. Like Ohtani and Trout are gonna play each other in the only game that matters this year for them. So that's going to be great. But yeah, so that part sucked. But yeah, to watch both of them carry out their country's flags, that's just insane. I don't know if you saw my story. It was just a Captain America in there. You know what I mean? Going in there, man, great with the Trout with the flag on his shoulder, Ohtani coming out leading his at the same time. They set it up like that, but I mean, there's not two bigger stars. You know what I mean?
No.
I don't. There's not a bigger. I mean, Ichiro was at his height for sure. Yeah, but that's what's going on, man. So they had, it was a tough loss. First off, how the hell is that not best of 3?
Yeah,
you gotta be kidding me. And how did it work out that you literally end up? Well, first off, it started off well with runners getting on base, and then Mookie hitting into the double play. But it is what it is. Trout didn't hit the ball, but he swung and missed at 3 pitches. He got that he threw that 3-2 87 or whatever it was slider after he hit him over 100 on fastballs before that. You know, so it was. You say it's a battle, but I think Trout struck out 4 times yesterday. He was out swinging. He was hacking, man. He really was ready to go. I was glad he was ready to go. And that's what it means. When he's only played in the 3 playoff games, and it was 2014 or 16 or something like that. I forget, man. He hasn't played at all. And so it sucks. And you couldn't believe it came down to Trout and Ohtani. I'm standing up. Come on, Trouty. Come on, Mikey. Ready to go, man. Because Shohei's getting there. He's already starring his country. He's already won this thing. Trout's never got to win anything. I want Ohtani to stay, but Trout's doing his best to try to stay a lifetime Angel, and I don't think ownership has helped him a lot. Although they have tried to buy some of the expensive pitching, and they've been spurned each time. They tried for Bauer. That's a different story. But they basically tried for every major pitcher that was out there, and the Angels haven't been able to get him. So to watch that happen, see Shohei out there come in to close that game out, and to throw 100 gas at his buddy,
he's got to be the best.
And he's
player.
Gonna get $300 million. He's got to get $300 million easy.
Is he the greatest player to ever play the game? I'm not based on records. I'm talking just pure skill. He's got to be the greatest to ever play.
I can't understand how he couldn't, because he has those weird blow up games on the mound. But considering what he goes through, and considering he'll just generally come out and throw 6 innings of shutout baseball, with 10, 13 strikeouts in 6 innings, it's just completely insane with the gas. Yeah, so if you're talking skill level, I don't know who has a higher skill level, because if he only did one or the other. If he only played, besides the wheels on that guy, if he only played right field, you're not going to run on him. He's going to catch everything. He'll get to any ball. You know what I mean? You're going to tell me that dude he could go 50-50 easy.
I heard he had a hit that a hit that was clocked. The exit velocity was clocked at some ridiculous amount, like some record amount, 120 miles per hour or something like that. On a hit, he batted .435 and pitched with a 1.86 ERA during this thing. He's not even warmed up for the season. Like they literally just started playing baseball they've been off for 3 months, So, dude, this kid's amazing. He's absolutely unreal. And to think, all right, and this is what I really want to key in on you guys, and I want you guys to listen to this. To think 2 years ago, he had come off an injury. His cards were selling for, you could buy Ohtani rookie autos for, probably a couple $100. When I pulled that Ohtani gold auto, that Vinny one, we valued it at about $8,000 because he was injured at the time, and he sold it for $43,000 a year and a half later. So think, you guys, this is a player that we all could have bought in on at super low levels and made a ton of money on. We got to start thinking of who those players are this week. And I got a couple interesting things to talk about, for players that might be those players this week. So this is kind of interesting. I grabbed this the other night for this show, which is basically like, who are the 10 players worth buying ahead of the season, right? Who are some players that are going to be that are kind of maybe on the low that are going to go crazy? Maybe something like that type deal. Starting off with Alec Boehm of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? So, basically, great player. Well, hold on. Let me explain what this list is. So one of the things that's cool about this list that they do is they do no pitchers. I love that. You guys know I hate pitchers. Like collecting pitchers cards. I hate them. They're never worth anything unless it's like Nolan Ryan or some vintage player or like a Verlander or a Kershaw. And even if it's those players, they're worth like a quarter of the price of position players. So first Bowman, right? So we want to talk about first Bowmans also, which is nice. And no high profile guys. These are like low end guys that, might be worth something. And this was interesting. Harrison Bader out of nowhere for the New York Yankees. He's got a 2016 Bowman. Let's take a look and see what that's going for. Harrison Bader, 2016 Bowman. And this is what I love doing. And you guys, tonight's show is going to be card heavy just because of baseball getting ready to start. But don't worry, we got some comic stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to be going through some cards here in a couple minutes. All right, first Bowman, Harrison Bader, 2016, I believe. Let's take a look. So these are all the highest price. We probably want to go endings. Let's take a look at endings soonest. So let's go look at sold. That's probably the smartest thing to do, right? All right. Harrison Bader. Here's some first Bowmans. You can get first Bowman autos of Harrison Bader for $35 or less. $35 or less. All right. Raw cards. Graded, you can get them 9.5, which is a gem for BGS for less than $100. You can get, look at that, a 9.5, $75. 9.5 refractor, 178. So very, very affordable player right here, you guys. Let's see what they say about Harrison Bader.
But how good is he? How old is he though? Because that was fucking 7 years ago.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. So it says this. All right. Harrison Bader joined the New York Yankees in a deadline deal that sent Jordan Montgomery to St. Louis. And while he was on his injured list at the time of the trade, he returned for the postseason and went 10 for 30 with 5 home runs in 9 games. He's 28 years old, and he'll be given every opportunity to be the everyday center fielder in 2023. And it says while he's coming off of a down year overall, which is what we like, right? That's like Wander Franco, like we talked about last week. He's just a year removed from a 3.9 WAR season and a Gold Glove win. So they're saying if he could stay healthy, he could have a 2020 season offensively and more highlight reel defenses within reach, and that would give his hobby stock a nice bump. So they're saying even an ungraded refractor version numbered to 450 of his first Bowman Chrome Auto recently sold for $29 to give you an idea of market value. So that could easily triple. You know what I mean? If he takes off, that could easily triple or more. So Bo Bichette, another player. A couple years ago, like Sean, me and you, a couple other guys were going crazy buying those Topps Chrome and Topps. With the Bo Bichette rookies, right? Bo Bichette, Jordan, Luis Robert, and Bo
Bichette. I didn't yank much baseball to go through tonight, but I do have a little stash of Bo Bichette on there. Tony was really big on this. Minnesota Tony, F5 Tony, big on Bo Bichette. And name recognition probably plays into this to a degree, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure, dude.
You know what I mean? It makes me, Angels fan. Like I said, everybody can feel bad for me. Being a Vladdy fan made me a Vladdy Jr. fan.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's up there in Toronto, I know Montreal's not the same, but that his dad being an Expo, there's got to be it's got to be a little bit of fan crossover. Angels Dodgers style or something like that. You know what I mean? But yeah.
His autos are still expensive, his first Bowman autos. But dude, look, you can get first Bowman Chrome refractors for less than $20 raw. That's awesome. To me, those are great pickups. You guys know what I love. I love This is what I think. If you guys are just going to get started into collecting, here's a great way to collect baseball. I think baseball is the best to collect. So if you like baseball, go with baseball and go with refractors and color match and cheap autos, right? Always go refractor on the chromes. Here's a first Bowman Chrome, 2016 Bowman Draft. Not a lot of people buy Bowman Draft back then. It's ridiculous what they sell for unopened nowadays. 2016 Bowman Draft, but there's a first Bowman Chrome from 2016 for $11.50. That's great stuff, man. That's great stuff. So, be on the lookout for those refractors for those players. Let's see what they say about good old Bo Bichette here. They say Bo Bichette is already a well-established young MLB star. He led the American League in hits in the second straight year in 2022. Yada, yada. However, he has always been in the shadow of Vladdy Jr., and in general, he stands as a second-tier hobby option relative to many of his peers. The most recent sale of a first Bowman Chrome auto for Guerrero Jr. was $15.50 last month, and that card regularly sells for four figures. By comparison, Bichette had a PSA 10 copy of his first Bowman Chrome auto for just $410, and that's what we saw, about $400 to $600 for some of his autos. But again, they're saying here that he could have a huge year this year, so we'll keep an eye on him. Here's Alec Boehm, the big young cat from Philadelphia. I mean, he's a stud third baseman, super big deal early on. He came out in the 2018 Bowman Draft. 6'5", 240 pounds this kid is. So a first Bowman Chrome auto was sold for less than $100 on January 29th. Be on the lookout for that. 2018 Bowman Draft, great looking product. Here's the kid that I love, Curtis Mead. He was his first Bowman was in most recent product 2022. I love the 2022 design. And yeah, a lot of people are saying he could just be amazing rookie this year. Could be, they're saying ALL Rookie of the Year front runner with Gunnar Henderson, Oswald Peraza, Tristan Cassis, Hunter Brown, and Masataka Yoshida. So very interesting here. This is a kid that I've never heard of, Christopher Morel, Chicago Cubs, 23-year-old. Could be on the lookout for him. You can get first Bowman Chrome autos from $30 to $35, and PSA 10s are under $100. So that's perfect. That's what we're looking for, right? Under $100 for the signatures and a PSA 10. Those are great prospecting prices. Vinny Pasquantino. Never heard of this kid. He was an 11th round pick in 2019 draft at Old Dominion. I guess he's just continued. He's been hitting very well. 14 home runs, 53 RBIs, and 57 games in rookie ball. So very interesting. He's going to be playing alongside Bobby Witt Jr., so that'll be a big deal. But you can pick up his cards $20 to $30 for his Bowman Chrome autos. That's pretty damn cheap. So be on the look at that. Spencer Steer for the Cincinnati Reds. Never heard of him. This is what I love, people that I never heard of. 2019 Bowman Draft, they're saying he could be a dark horse pick in the NL Rookie of the Year. 25 years old. In AAA last year, he had 30 doubles, 23 home runs, and 75 RBIs in 106 games. So very interesting. His autos are in the $30 to $40 range. That's what we're looking for. Andrew Vaughn was a player that was just huge coming out in the 2019 Bowman Draft cards. He has a ton of potential. He really wasn't allowed to play like his normal position when he got called up the past two seasons for the White Sox. They've had him playing in the outfield, and it'll be nice to see him playing at his normal position of first base, which is good for him. 24 years old, could have a great season. If he does, be on the lookout for his stuff. They're saying first Bowman Chrome autos, $80 or less. And here's a guy that was just, a big deal last year. Juan Yepes for St. Louis, 2016 Bowman product. So be on the lookout for his stuff. His last sale for his first Bowman Chrome autographs, the refractors numbered to $4.99, sold for $42. That's ridiculously cheap. And this is one that Richie talked about for a while. How about a Hall of Fame candidate? Hall of Fame candidate. This is what I love, picking up some of those veterans. And we're starting to see like veterans that it's weird to call like a Hall of Famer, a person that's going to be a Hall of Famer, and their rookies were 1997 Bowman. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
Dude.
Adrian Beltre.
The year I graduated high school.
Yeah, right? So,
Yeah.
Adrian Beltre, you can pick up his PSA 10s in the 1997 for super cheap. Let's take a look at what Adrian Beltre cards are selling for. Hall of Famer. Let's do this. And this is what I love, rather than paying wax is just such crap right now. I would suggest you don't buy any of the 2021 Series 1 tops. There's just so many printed of it, and it's hard to pull anything good out of it. It's ridiculous how many they printed. Rookie 1997.
You spelled Adrian wrong.
Oh. Adrian.
You put an E in the end of his name.
There we go. 20 raw. There's a PSA 9 for 100. 57 for a Bowman Chrome.
He's a Balco dude though, right?
Yeah. What up, brother? Ryan's grubbing. PSA 9 Bowman Chrome. PSA 9, so 47.
My bad.
Not bad. $3.99 for a. That's no way. That's ridiculous. Holy cow! Somebody got lucky right there.
I don't know, but it's Adrian Beltre, man. Well, yeah.
Look at that.
but how? Wait, so he's up for the ballot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not gonna induct this dude, are they?
Oh yeah. I think so, bro. They should.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It took him 5 years to get over 20 homers or something like that. To get over like 12 homers.
Let's see what they say.
Beltre, man.
I got that card and I was gonna open it while y'all were talking about cards.
With over 3,000 hits.
He got 3,000 hits.
Yep, 3166.
Right. Fucking magic number.
477 home runs, 1,707 RBIs, and a 93.5 WAR over the course of his 21-year career. They're saying he should be a first ballot.
Man.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Balco.
Yeah. So be on the lookout. But the reason why this is cool is because this leads me, Segues, into my next little thing. Adrian Beltre's kid, I believe, is coming to Bowman product. Check this out. Sometimes you get a look in on the new product when the kids are signing their cards. How about Manuel Beltre's post from Instagram of him signing his new Bowman?
Put my bib on here.
Look at that, dude. Look how beautiful the new Bowmans look. Look how gorgeous those are.
Yeah, they're kind of similar to Mosaic, sort of.
Dude. They put the logo. They put the logo in the middle. I love the area they give you to sign.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What a terrible signature. MB Star. Terrible signature. Those look great, man.
I got my hit in from that break I was telling you about.
Okay, just a second. We'll
no worries.
Yeah, we'll show that for sure. Look at that. Could you imagine signing all these cards, dude?
How long does it take him, I wonder?
Oh, bro, days. He's signs, probably 1,000 regular ones. Then he signs, 499 refractors. Then he signs, 150 blues, 250 purples, 99 greens.
Bro, Beltre is the most like 10% above average, but didn't get hurt for 20 years player I've ever seen. This guy's like Candy Maldonado or something, dude. Dude,
I don't know anything about baseball, really.
His last year on the Dodgers, he went nuts, and he went to Seattle and fucking came back and just landed on the planet again, dude. Whatever, man.
Hey, man, that just goes to prove.
I'd love this guy to be my third base. I'd love this guy to be my third baseman. Like I'll take that consistency. That's cool. Fucking put this guy in the fucking hall on the first ballot. Fuck out of here with that.
Be right back.
It just goes to prove that you can go play baseball, man. Get a hot girlfriend like this young cat right here. Play for a long time, on average or less than average, and in doing so, you'll get a Hall of Fame career. So,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there you go. But there's the prospects. That's what the new Bowman's going to look like, you guys. So I'm really looking forward to this. This should have not only Beltre's kid in it, but second overall pick, Andrew Young's son, Drew Young, in it, drafted by the Diamondbacks. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to buy a case of these for sure. Just beautiful stuff. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm looking forward to those, man. So, Ryan, you were talking the other night on Simple Man's. You've been jumping into group breaks with somebody you follow on Whatnot, is it?
No, it's not Whatnot. It's actually a guy on Facebook. It's called Break Wizards. It's a guy named Soren. And actually, it's funny. He picked me off from Whatnot because when I first did a few breaks, I did them over Whatnot, and I was just like, and then I had won some auto, or I think it was for I can't remember who it was, but he messaged me and said he was interested in the auto I got, and then he told me about his break. So I don't know if he was doing it to share his break or not, but I stopped. I don't really do breaks. I think they're a big waste of money. I don't really dig him all that much, but I like his due to the fact that he gets, he'll get hobby boxes, and you can pick your team, because I only like to collect the Falcons, and it's like $30 or $40, and you get to, and he is like doing like good stuff, and he's doing hobby boxes and whatnot. So the potential to pull things is I feel is better, and
new Prism came out recently. Yeah. So Prism Hobby came out, and boxes are selling anywhere from like $700 to $1,000 a box. So it's nice to be able to jump in some of these breaks.
Yeah, in fact, I went to my shop, the one I ran into Yi at recently, and they will get product off me, or take buying cards off me, and it's usually ones that are local, so like Texans, or like there's a lot of LSU guys here, or there's a lot of other ones, so they'll buy like a lot of the base cards and semi like good like inserts. They don't really go for like the bigger cards, but he'll take them all. He'll get them all off me. And I can put it toward trade. So today he just went through everything that I had, pulled out a big, like 2 big box of stuff. And I let him take them home, and I just take pictures of everything. He takes them home, and he'll price it all out and then give me credit at the store. So I actually got a credit, and I got 2 Phoenix hobby boxes, and then paid those off. And then he's got a box of Prism for me that he's letting me, he'll let me either, if I have enough, if you pulled enough from me to buy the box, he'll just let me use the credit to buy the box, or he'll let me pack out the box so I can buy the packs out of the box for the cost of the box.
And let me show everybody some of the prices on some of these. The Brock Purdy is the one that, and of course the Kenny Pickett is what everybody's looking for. But these just dropped, and they're beautiful cards. I mean, I think they're a little bit too wide on the borders. Those need to be a little bit less. I don't like when you'll have a really small area of the action photo. But they look good in the different refractors. So this is beautiful right here. No Huddle green. That just looks gorgeous. Here's the autos. The autos look good. They have these color splashes again this year.
Cool. I've never seen those in person. They're really good looking though.
These are case hits. These are new. These are called Prism Flashbacks, and these are case hits. Look how beautiful these is like the X Factor type style.
Yeah,
Man,
those are
gorgeous,
crazy.
dude. Beautiful. So some of the prices on some of these, the Purdy's are going for just ridiculous amount. Here's a Kenny Pickett Blue Ice non-auto $550.
99.
Let's see here.
Kenny Pickett, huh?
Yeah. Here is
Wait, who'd the Steelers just get?
Kenny Pickett.
No, they
For
just
what?
got another quarterback.
Um,
I think. Oh no, they didn't. Never mind. It was Cam talking about he wanted to go there.
oh, I know he's about.
See, I got some of these Purdy's right here.
Did you
The
score
Mosaic.
Purdy? Oh yeah, the Mosaic. Yeah, those things are ridiculous.
I have a couple of the base ones, and then
Here's a
pulled
Purdy. Look at this. A Purdy red auto numbered to 150 sold for $920
That's insane, man. That's crazy.
for the last pick in the draft, you guys.
And it's 150 of them out there. I have this one. It's a Elite. It's a one of 275.
Nice.
But the one I got out of the break, I was going to share that with you because that was kind of why I jumped on when I saw. So
Yeah, let's see it.
He did a break. He did a prison break, and so these are the ones that I got from there. So I got in for $30 for the Falcons.
So you did a team break, and then all the Falcons that he pulls, Ryan gets.
Yeah. So he opens a box, a hobby box, and he actually did a couple other packs. And then anything that's Falcon, I get all the Falcons out of whatever comes out of that night. So I got like a here's a Grady Jarrett. That's a pretty cool. Like the base are really badass looking.
Yeah.
I like Kick It Through Koo. Kick It Through Koo. Young Way Koo.
Yeah.
The young ho.
Huh?
The young ho.
Yeah.
Everybody likes young hoes.
It's Young Ho Koo. He's real cool. This is supposedly, I don't know if it's actually one, a case break, but that's Kyle Pitts action, who had a down year last year, but they think with either Ritter or whoever they put in as quarterback, and maybe it's going to be old homeboy from the Redskins. Was it Heineke?
Yeah.
Heineke's over there now. That's a cool looking card. No,
Yeah.
It's not numbered. But this was the cream of the cream, and I just now saw. This is the first time I've seen it actually, and he has it in a jacked up top loader. But it's a Drake London.
Beautiful.
It's number 19 of 49.
Wow.
Purple sign auto.
That's beautiful, dude. Absolutely
Man.
gorgeous.
That purple is just it pops to that purple. For
I
sure.
love that X Fractor style design on the
Yeah.
refractors too.
It's like mesh or something like
Yeah.
that. And this top loader is kind of jacked, so I can't wait to put it into a one touch. Right.
I just hate how they are doing stickered autos. It sucks. They look terrible.
And it's like I don't know if I have to look and see if I have it actually on card autos. I have a number of autos for London and for Ritter and whatnot.
So did you have an unopened pack there? Are you gonna break open that pack?
Yeah, I'm gonna open this up here too, and I'll open this, and then I also got what was left of my my Phoenix packs.
Oh, nice.
These are hobby as well. They don't have the one thing I liked about the Phoenix. So as we're talking, I'll open them up and see if anything comes out. But what I like about the Phoenix is that there's no retail on that. There's no retail packs. So, and I don't know. I'd like to get y'all's opinion on that. Do you feel that because like in comics and whatnot, the more scarce a product is, the more hype it has, or more value it might carry, and most stuff has a lot of retail. Like your Prism will have, like your Prism will have retail and everything's retail, but the Phoenix is not retail. So in my mind, I'm like, they will become more valuable because there's less of them out there. But it's almost like because there's less retail, they're not as known, so they're not as sought after.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if they actually hold their value or not.
I hate buying retail Prism, dude. It's 4 cards a pack instead of the hobby where it's 12. So it's a pain in the neck. So, all right. So one of the things that me and Sean are going to do is we grabbed a bunch of cards to go through to get a sub for PSA, and Sean has a ton of cards that he hasn't gone through since opening them. He's just basically sorted them into rookie piles, and so we're gonna grab some. Did you just pull that? Are you kidding me?
What? No, I didn't pull it. I didn't open the pack.
Oh my god, dude!
I just pulled the one I got. I was pulling it out and putting it in a one touch.
I thought you pulled another one, dude. I was like, oh my god.
No, I was like, that'd be crazy. You pull your boy right there, dude.
That would be cool. I'm just putting it, but I'll open these. If I pull anything, I'll let you know. But I'm just putting these ones into a one touch.
So, I can't send. I have 3 Jordan rookies, but I can't send them all at once because that'll cost me like a ridiculous amount. It'll cost me so much. I'm gonna pay $600 to get this guy graded. So I'm sending in one Jordan rookie, and nice. When that comes back, that'll be sold. So that's gonna be one of my submissions. I'm gonna send in the Josh Jacobs 1 of 1 just because I need to get that graded. This is the year to sell it. Did he sign?
He is franchised,
so that's a good thing for me.
It's unless he legit holds out, but I don't completely see that happening. But I don't blame him for not showing up at this point.
Yeah,
but yeah.
So
but he's had a career season. And he's like 26. So
for those of you guys that don't know, this is a 1 of 1 right here. The famed 1 of 1 black finite auto. Perfect for a Raider. If you want to pull a black finite, you want to pull a Raider or a Falcon.
Yeah, dude.
You know, so I mean, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. You can in the back, you can see at the bottom it says. Let's see if we can do this.
Yeah, I've never held a 1 of 1.
I don't know if it's gonna do
it's
it.
Not coming in.
There we go, right there.
There
1 of 1.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right there on the right.
So that will go in. That's probably that. This you guys could cost me more than the Jordan. You know what I mean? I don't know what they're going to value this at. What am I going to value it at? You know.
Yeah, it's hard. It's tough, man.
So I got to figure that out. A Julio Rodriguez first Bowman refractor auto number 499. That's going to cost me probably $300. So I'm already looking at probably $1,200 on 3 cards. So I think
I'm actually happy on my cards kind of suck.
Yeah, right.
You do that, man.
So I got now, and I have 2 more cards, and I have some more cards that I have to grade that are going to be big cards. The Julio numbered to 50 gold rookie, right? I got to grade that.
So you could auction them like in 1 second, like the second they got back to you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
So that's going to be another 300. I don't know what these grade at, so we're going to take a look. This is a Kobe Bryant 50th? Yeah, 50th anniversary parallel. This isn't the Bowman or Topps Chrome Kobe rookie. This is in Topps, regular Topps that year, they did a subset called 50th Anniversary Parallel. You got 1 per box. It's a silver foil instead of the white border. It's silver foil. And so I got a Kobe. I picked that up for $10 on
$10.
Yeah, back in the day when Kobe was people weren't really too happy with Kobe, you know? And you could pick up his rookies for cheap. So let's take a look and see what those sell for, because I'm gonna have to, look at sold.
Like finding stuff like that, and then the story that came out later on. Like I was just looking at this, and this came out, and all of a sudden I had a Jordan rookie, and I paid like $10 for it.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's see here. What does a PSA 10 sell for?
Holy moly!
I don't know if it'll come back at 10, but it could, and that's what it's going to cost me. So here's a 9 for $6.99. So 1,000. So we'll say 1,000. So for $1,000, if we go to PSA,
Now, do you like PSA over the other ones?
Yes.
Is that your? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Is it because of the return you get, or is it something you like about them?
Yeah, the return, and I like the cases better. I think Beckett's cases are just like they're like big, thick monstrosities like PGX. So, all right, so for $1,000 card, it's gonna be $75. So $75 for the Kobe to grade that. Next I have. All right, so next I need some help on what I should grade. I have a bunch of stuff. And this is kind of like what the people that are watching, we're going to want to know what you guys think on this too. So, I have the Jordan rookie stickers. Let me go ahead and show you guys these. I was hoping Stein was going to jump on with us tonight. I love to hear his thoughts on this stuff too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Jordan rookie stickers, and they're really nice, and I got 2 of them.
Those are so cool.
Yeah, so let's take a look and see what the Jordan rookie.
Like nostalgia to me, like
yeah, right.
Well, like I used to collect basketball cards back when I was younger, and like seeing those in the case and just being like, oh.
Yeah.
I would try to get
rookie
Pippen because Pippen was like a kind of within reach for me at that age.
So a PSA 8 sales for $1,500. So, these are gonna be $75 a piece. So I don't mind putting those in there, both of those in there for $75 a piece. All right. So this is where I'm gonna need some help. I have a ton of first Bowman baseball. Now, I think baseball is a good thing to be grading right now. Right, obviously, because now baseball is going to be the highest price stuff on the market. Everybody's going to be going crazy looking for baseball stuff. And I have a ton of baseball stuff to grade. So Bowman first. I have a stack of Julios. I have a stack of Jason Dominguez. I just have a ton of the first Bowman stuff, and those are like, those are what you want to grade right now if you have baseball. Did you buy much of the Bowman, the Jason Dominguez year, Sean?
This is all I could find was these 2.
Okay, hold on. Let me take a look at those. Hold on.
They're just base.
So even the base,
ones everybody wanted to pull. So even the base, they were worth. I assume these are worth grading.
Yes. Oh yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
So I got those. I don't think. So the Bowman Chrome, I pulled this yesterday from Yeezy. So the brand new. This is the
those
brand new one. Yeah. No. Shout out to Yeezy. Don't know if he's listening, but I want to give him a quick shout out because I won this in a Raz. So I got a Julio PSA 10 from him, and he was nice enough just to just throw in a pack.
Oh shit!
So getting Dominguez in a pack. Thanks, Yeezy.
That's awesome.
Shout out on Monday too. So you know what I mean. And I ripped it up, and this was on the back, and I'm all, that's the name I want to see. So I turn it around, and there we go. Anyway, so probably not. But these I was thinking, there's no way you can lose it.
Yeah,
these cost a grade, but $15 or something like that.
15 to $19.
Yeah. So that's easy. That's slim pickings. That's comic book for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know how to make money out of cheap shit.
I'm gonna do a couple warm up packs just so you know. I'm gonna do a mosaic hanger, and then I got a Zenith blaster. That's my warm ups before I do the prison.
And I forgot. I looked in my closet. Man, I apparently bought an entire box of. I looked in my closet. I remember these were in here, but I got an entire box.
Ooh, mega boxes, bro. Nice. And blasters.
No, so I don't think I.
Oh, the whole box is full of product? Oh, shit, dude. Megas? You should open those, dude.
They're megas and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 megas. I know I have another mega that's in the closet, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10 blasters.
You know me, bro. I'm saying open them. Open.
Dude, how much time I have like in life. So that's it. Yeah. No. So I don't know if I'm cracking. I get too much stuff over here to ask questions about to be open those puppies tonight. But
all right. So
doesn't mean I won't.
I'm surprised. I can't keep stuff at all. I try to keep stuff to sell it later on. Stuff didn't last like a month. I was like, I can just smell it.
I got so much of this year's Prism Blasters and stuff for NBA, and they're just complete shit. Oh, Yeezy, sweet. At least Aaron's watching. Hope you feel better, dude.
Yeah, he's feeling a little shitty. So shout out to
down.
Yeezy. All right, so I have the Julio Mojos. I've got probably 10 of them, so I'm thinking maybe grade like the best 3. So throw in 3 of the first Julio Mojos. I've got the Wander Mojo Auto. I figured grade that. First Bowman Mojo Auto. I got some Tatis. I feel like it might be smart to grade some Tatis. I feel like Tatis might be one of those players, you guys, that it's worth picking up some cheap Tatis PSA 10s out there because, he's healthy again this year and he's going to be able to play. He's out for the first, 30 games or 20 games or something on his suspension for the steroids.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So
yeah, that's good. I'll skip over some of the Tatis. I mean, the guy's got crazy skill. We all hope. I'm sure it scares everybody off. So
yeah,
maybe it's a good time.
Touchdown masters are so corny.
Yeah, with the big heads.
Yeah.
I've got 3 Vladdy Jr. autos. I've got the Bowman 2019 Bowman numbered to 99. I've got the Mojo 2019 Bowman auto, and then I got the Mojo Orange auto. So I'm thinking of sending in just 2 first. I'm sending in the orange and the green. So there'll be those.
Are anything for PC?
Yeah, I think if some come back nice, I'll keep a couple. Like for instance, I've got the Dominguez and the Bobby Witt Sapphire first Bowmans. So here's a Bobby Witt first Bowman Sapphire. I'll send in probably 2 of those. And then I also have where's the Dominguez? Dominguez is around here somewhere. Oh, here it is. So the Dominguez, here's the Dominguez Sapphire. I'll send in 1 of those, or probably 2 of those. I also have here's the other Bobby Witt Sapphire. This is kind of cool. This is a Bobby Witt gold numbered to 50 first Bowman. So that'll go. So I'm trying to stick at 25 cards. I don't want to, totally kill myself. I'm going to kill myself, but not totally kill myself.
Yeah, 25 cards with those big ones you got going. That's a grip for sure.
Yeah.
I feel bad for people that get sick, but you know why R. Kelly can't get COVID-19? It's too old for him.
Oh my gosh. Where's my drum set?
Yeah.
Behind you.
All right, let's see here. What else? I've got a Shohei Ohtani Bowman Chrome rookie. I figure that's a smart one. I've got a Tatis Jr. first Bowman Chrome when he's a skinny White Sox kid. Look at that. 17 years old. And then I've got some basketball. I've got a Darius Garland. This kid's continues to play well. He's a great little point guard. Darius Garland from that year that we went crazy on, Sean. This is a purple pulsar numbered to 39. So I'll send that in.
Maybe all right. So when you're going with that, I'll just start looking for my Garland section.
Here is a Nikola Jokic. This is the Joker's green prism rookie, numbered to, I think, 99. Is it 99? No, this is not numbered. It's the green prism. So I'll send that in. I'm going to check to see if there's any scratches on it. There might be some scratches on it, so I'll have to take a look. But that's another thing. You want to make sure you look for scratches and anything on the card and wipe them down with microfiber. This is a Genesis, a Ja Morant Genesis. So that's a case hit in Mosaic. I'm going to send in one hockey card. This is the Nathan McKinnon SP Authentic Rookie Auto. So, stud. Won the Stanley Cup last year. All right, so let me see where I'm at.
You guy's such a tool, man. His comment, I'm arguably the best Packer to ever play.
Yeah, all right. Well, you know what? He's right. He's right.
Arguably he is.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he's right.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Arguably, yeah.
How many MVPs did he win?
Did he go like 3?
Super Bowl.
So
how many MVPs did Favre win? 3?
I don't think 3.
He won a Super Bowl. They might be the same. So I've got 1,
Super
2,
Bowl.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I need 2 more. So 23.
3.
2 more. So I have a Shohei Ohtani refractor, Topps Chrome rookie refractor. I think that might be my next card to send. Or am I, I got to think about selling. So, do I want to throw in a couple more Julios?
He has 1 more MVP.
What's that?
He had 1 more. Aaron has 4, and Favre had 3.
Yeah,
but
so
I still don't feel like he even holds a candle.
Let's see here.
Favre was just better. He's just more exciting to watch because that brand of football, running around, getting hit in the fucking mouth.
I also have an Aaron Judge Chrome numbered to 250, a Chrome rookie of his. That might be something worth sending in.
Who?
Aaron Judge.
My cards suck.
You're gonna have good shit. You'll have good shit. You just don't know it.
Who's the basketball player you just posted? The Cleveland guy.
Darius Garland.
How did Cam Johnson end up?
He's good. If you have silvers of his, he got traded for Kevin Durant.
Oh yeah. I do have a Cam Johnson silver rookie.
Does it look centered left or right? So that's what you want to look at for your prism.
60-40.
Okay.
So some of those Ja Morants, I got a red ice.
Of who's that?
Cameron Johnson, yeah.
A red ice? That's a red ice Cameron Johnson photo variation.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same as the silver.
Oh, it is? Oh, never mind. Does that, if that's centered, that red ice? Well, I would see what else you got first. Those are 2 good cards, though.
Yeah.
His London's pretty centered. I mean, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Keldon Johnson that has been going off?
Yeah, Keldon Johnson. Last year he went off, but he might not be worth sending in this year.
It's hard to tell on the back with all those lines and stuff.
So I've got a Darius red, white, blue.
That's a good card. Put that aside.
And then so I've got his base and the variation. I don't.
Variation's a good card. They're both good cards.
Yeah, but the variation is going to be.
That's the base. The other one's the variation. So the variation is
really?
One you're gonna. Yeah. The
because that. Oh wait, yeah. Variation. All right, I got it. I'll trade back.
All right, let's look up prices on the Prizzit basketball.
Look at that. How about your Tyler Jerome from the Suns? How did he end up?
No, he didn't. He didn't do anything. All right, I'm looking at sold prices on PSA 10s for the Prisms. So LeBron from that year sell for about $90. Silvers in a PSA 10. Let's see here.
I got a bunch of these. I got points, man.
Those are good. You want to save those for the white sparkle packs.
Yeah, I got like 2 of these.
Take that down right now, bro. Take that down.
No, I didn't put the number up.
You don't have to. Yeah.
Did Pascal keep Stay Hot?
You might want to redeem that right now.
Okay. I'm new to this whole.
It's all good.
business.
It's all good.
Did Pascal stay hot?
No. But his silvers might be worth. Let me see what his silvers. I'm checking to see what.
What
his
about
silvers.
an orange cracked ice patch?
No.
No.
It's a cool card, but just he never really got that hot.
DeAndre Hunter stay hot?
No.
Damn it! I got some sick DeAndre Hunter. Dude, I've got the red ice, the pink ice, and the silver for fucking DeAndre Hunter.
Wow. Yeah.
I've opened a lot of product that year. I just have to say. You guys are
Jordan
hanging
Poole.
with this.
Jordan Poole. That's another one.
Did Kevin Porter ever?
Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. If you have any silvers of him,
red, white, blue.
That's a good card. Put it aside.
Wait, which one did you say?
Jordan Poole.
I think I just put my Jordans in there. Hold
on. Bol, Jordan Poole.
I got a stack of Bol.
See here. Baisley got traded to the Suns, but they don't play him.
Yeah, that's weird. Clippers have like bones. They have dudes that they're just not many rookies, but guys that are just like fucking beasts, but just don't play. The team's too deep.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see here. Trying to look and see what some PSA 10 silver sell for. See a lot of 9s.
And Cody Martin, Jalen Hands, Jordan Bone. Oh.
No.
My Jordan Bone stack is all right. I think I got the Jordan Pools. I was just tripping thinking, why are they in the back? Nick Claxton.
Nick Claxton's playing well, but his cards don't sell for much.
All right, cool. So that's done. But I got another one, so
yeah, don't show it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, the what? How much are the white sparkle packs? If you're still, Yee says the redemption part of the points are on the back. Okay.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because there's a code on the back, but I guess I don't know what else I was gonna redeem them.
So we're down on PJ Washington, right?
Yeah, no PJ Washington. Up the down 7 says Bowls isn't gonna do anything. He could.
I love Bull.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
He could.
I wonder if you can transfer him. Does he know if you could Can you transfer him to someone else?
I mean, just trade him. Oh, the points? That's a good question. That's a good question. Who knows?
How'd Cam Reddish end up?
They kept trading him. I think he finally went to the Blazers. He's playing decent for the Blazers, but he just didn't get much playing time in New York. He's great, but he just didn't get any playing time. But his cards
got Rui. Rui's a Laker, right?
Yeah, Rui's a Laker.
So I've got a pink optic number 9/25 Rui.
Yeah, that would be worth grading.
Yeah, that one already. Dude. I was smart enough with a one touch at least, right?
Yeah.
What about things like the? How about like instant impact, like silvers?
No.
Not even the silvers.
No, not yet.
What about the silver of the Gonzaga?
No.
Oh, nice.
What's it? Is it numbered?
No.
That's sick.
Oh fuck.
I did pull a
I'm starting at the back. That's why I'm showing you the good shit.
Nice, Tom Brady.
And I just pulled this. Is zoned in. And this goes far with me. Kyle Pitts.
Oh, nice.
Patch.
Very nice.
That's at a Zenith blaster. Now I'm going to do this Phoenix Hobbyplex.
So Brandon Clark fell off, right?
Yeah, he fell off.
I had so much fucking hope for that guy. He's like a fucking gummy bear, dude, bouncing through the building. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah.
Matisse Tibio.
Why?
Nope.
Tibio fell off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a silver.
He's soft.
A lot. Damn, I got a lot of Matisse. Silvers, patches, all that shit. So Darius Baisley's what I'm looking for?
No, he fell off. You're looking for the Jordan Pools, Darius Garland.
Garland, there we go.
Jaw.
You opening packs 2 leg?
What's up?
You opening packs 2?
No, I'm just going through shit I opened a few years ago.
Man, you need
which was like hot days. I got a ton of Ruiz, but they're all
all right, let's open some hobby shit. I love opening packs, dude.
Yeah, they're fun.
It's so much fun.
And
people say it's like scratch offs, but I don't get the same excitement from them.
And you can also, the good thing about also you guys, one of the things that I tried to do back in the day is buy all like old school packs to get them graded, because if you buy old school unopened packs, you can grade unopened packs.
Oh wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
So the nobody gives a shit about Seiko anymore.
Nope.
Damn, it's so hot.
Yeah, I got a Sekou Auto that was like a $100 card, man. It probably doesn't even sell anymore.
I pulled so much fucking Sekou. Kobe White? No.
Nope. He fell off.
Nope.
All right. Pack number 1.
How about our Tyler Hero? Still, he's worth collecting, I think. But I don't know how much.
Maybe his silvers might be worth sending in, but he could pop off at some point.
I got a blue optic is about it on Tyler.
Yeah, I wouldn't even.
Blue optic hollow. Yeah, I don't think so. Like I said with Brandon Clark, god damn it.
I've got a box here that I need to go through.
Oh, nice.
So
Jameson Williams. He started getting hot there.
This is a box of old school cards.
Nice.
That I need to see if there's anything worth grading in here. And by old school, like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, here's some Manu Ginobili rookies, Topps Chrome, old school. This is from 2003 Manu Ginobili rookies.
Oh, is it that? What is it? It's called Hot something. Show the card again.
Manu.
Oh no, never mind. Okay, never mind. I need to see if I have that card with the Menendez brothers on it.
Oh yeah, Mark Jackson. This is a really nice Carlton Fisk rookie. I don't know if it's worth grading, but it is very sharp. So at some point, I'll think about grading that.
Man, McKay, I gotta get with you on all these old baseball cards that my father-in-law pulled. He found in an old abandoned house, and he just put them all in like a cooler. They're in rough shape, but it's like a lot of like older cards, and I can't tell which ones are reprints and which ones aren't. But I mean, it's like very, very old stuff.
Yeah, you need to definitely grab those, bro.
What are we working? How about RJ Barrett?
RJ Barrett silvers.
How about the blue optic hollow?
Is it numbered?
No. Really?
Yeah.
How about a orange ice patch?
No.
Fuck. It looks so cool when you open them.
Man, isn't it just a poo-poo feeling when you're like, oh, I got something sick, and then it's like, it's just dead. It ain't even sick no more.
Scottie Pippen. Here's Dennis Rodman rookies.
Oh yeah.
But they're so like off-centered. Those old school Fleers, man, are so off. There's a Pippin rookie.
Is there Pippin? Oh
Yeah.
man, I love that card. I used to
Yeah.
that was the card, and I used to try to go after. I
Off-centered.
used to love Robert Horry because Robert Horry and Scotty played very similar. Yeah, I'm in Houston, so.
All right, so I'm at the Jordan Pools. So I got the bases and rated rookie of the Jordan Pools, and one red cracked ice Jordan Pool.
Yeah, I'd send that, and it looks centered.
The cracked ice Jordan
Yeah.
Pool. All right, let's go with that. So this stack is only John Morant.
Ooh.
All we got left is John Zion, pretty much.
Oh,
Besides Terrence Mann. Oh wait, you know what? Let's not get to John. Let's go with. I didn't do too bad. Everybody can be.
How about a Fridge William Perry rookie?
Oh man, the Fridge.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
No, I haven't showed the Pete Lecoq yet, Chad. I'm gonna save that for Saturday. Chad sent me a badass card.
So we're rocking with the this is the Bowl selection. So I got a Bowl silver.
Yep, I'd send that in.
And I like him.
And it looks
red
centered.
Cracked ice. Red cracked ice Bowl.
Is it look centered? Does that look centered?
60-40. 60-40. The prism is pretty centered.
Yeah, the silver prism looks
on the
centered.
cracked ice. Also sitting over here. I like this kid. I like his dad. So whatever. I like anybody that's tall. So I'll throw him in there.
He's got the handle also.
Oh, dude, I like Boo. So here's the jaw selection. So this isn't a one touch just because I want it. So this is actually from the I think it's from the. So this is the Fanatics box.
Yeah, those are cool.
Yeah.
If it's centered, it's worth
because it's jaw.
Yeah.
So I got jaw base. What about well, it's not a prism. So John Morant silver. That's going regardless.
Yep, that's sick, and it looks centered enough to.
It's
gem.
close, but they give it. Let's just say I've seen PSA 10s that look like that.
Yeah, sometimes they'll gen the 60-40s.
So these fucking patch cards aren't we sending?
No.
A rookie patch?
Really? I don't. At least not yet.
What about honestly? What about just like straight? I mean, John Morant for the price of the cost, just base rookies.
If they're gems, I'm sure gems. Yeah, I would send them if they're sure gems.
Dude, I think you make more money. Like even said, dude, I slab shit that I'm gonna make not on purpose, but like if I'm gonna make $30 off a 9.6, or I would have made 150 off a 9.8.
Yeah,
it's worth the gamble. It's worth the gamble to me because it's still profit.
Yeah.
How about like things like the instant impact but prism?
Yeah.
Well, silver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would send it.
Yeah. Crusades, All Americans, Emergent, Prism. No.
Got a bunch of garbage pail kids, pack pulled garbage pail kids that are really nice and centered.
What about like base rated rookies for Jaw?
No.
Or cheap?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Not even worth grading.
No, not yet.
Show some of those garbage pails. I'm checking it out.
This is the.
Wait, was there? I forget. So are there variations on these?
Yes.
It must be, right? So I don't know which is which.
The variations on the. Oh, hold on. One's a Donruss and one's a optic, right?
Oh, got it. Never mind. Yeah. Forget these things.
Yeah. So here's the garbage pail kids. This is one of my favorite. Blasted Billy 2, where he's farting.
Yes.
Nice.
Slosh Josh, really nicely centered.
Is that from the original series?
Third series. Yeah.
And I'm definitely going orange cracked ice.
Yes, for sure.
Also.
That's beautiful. That's gorgeous.
That was the first rack pack I opened. I put like ever.
So
not
beautiful.
ever, obviously.
Yeah.
But of this prism, this card was in it. I was like, oh, that's cool. That guy can dunk and shit.
I like these contour cards; they're pretty cool.
Yeah. Blood Sausage, he says, baseball cards are worse than comics. Too many variants of a card. I don't know what to get. Okay, so I'm going to go over this again to tell people what to get. So here are the best things to get. For baseball cards, you always... refractors. I like base refractors, which... let me show you guys a base refractor. All right, so... base refractor. All right, here's a base refractor auto.
Ooh.
And it's shiny. You can see it's shiny. See the shine on it. And it's numbered to $4.99. The autos are. The regular base refractors without the auto aren't numbered, but you can see the shine on them. Base refractors. And what it means by base is... just the base. So base. Okay, so you got a rookie set, right? You got the set. The base card is the card from there. If there's a variation, it's not base. So it's that's the best way to.
It looks like everything else.
Yeah, base is like the normal card, or the normal picture. So it like
Like here's like this is a base card right here, and then this would be like a is that what you're saying? Like a like base.
Yeah, like so. For example, I'm just gonna show an example right here. Let's do this. Okay, so
I pulled something good, but I'm not gonna look at it till I get to the end.
That's how it goes.
Booyah, booyah, booyah.
So let me show you guys these. I'm putting these away so I can show you.
All right, one more Phoenix pack, and then I'll do the.
All right, here we go. So let me go to baseball cards. Bowman. Cards. Okay, here we go. Let me show you guys. This is the best way to do it. I'm waiting for the pictures to load. Why are the pictures loading? Load pictures, load.
Blood Sausage, you just keep opening shit and you'll kind of start to see the difference. I don't know how to say it.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. First Bowman Chrome. Okay.
And I still say the words wrong. I'll say silver, refractor, or prism, and I fucking might mean the other one, but everybody figures out what I mean when I say it out loud. And they look at my shit.
Okay, here we go. Trying to find a good picture for you.
Damn, my Zions kind of suck. That sucks. How about base Zions?
If they're sure gems, otherwise no.
So it's like optics and prism.
Yeah, just if they're sure gems.
Okay. Still though, man, I think it's a you know what I mean? How about like an emergent green Zion? I don't remember where the greens came from. Blasters, maybe?
Yeah. Maybe.
I've got it's on the maybe tip. All right. Thought I had a My House Silver Zion, but I don't. How about a base SGA rated rookie now?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. How about out there in Arizona, man? Rookie phenom patch silver Kyler Murray.
No, he's taking a shit.
Kyler Murray. Yeah, he's not doing
everybody.
He tore his ACL, I think.
How about that year's
from baseball?
How about perfectly centered that same year that we've been doing Steph Silver?
Last Phoenix.
That might be worth sending in. The Kobe for sure.
Yeah.
And the LeBron for sure is silvers.
Of course. Boo. All right. Did you find that picture? Or are you still looking?
I'm looking for a good one to go through. Okay, let's go.
All right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna let's see what this card is. I haven't looked at it, so I'll open it to the screen first before I see what it is.
So how are we going? How about that Josh you gave me in the green?
Yeah, I think that'd be worth.
That's my boy.
Yeah, I would definitely.
Number 25 of 25.
Yep.
Black RPA.
Yep, I'd be
Two
great.
color. The only
beautiful.
thing is, aren't these things are like they're tough. I think they all took a ding, like the whole black box I opened. So even if this thing's like an 8 or something, is it worth grading?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. And this luminescence one is dope because it's actually on card.
Oh yeah, it's badass.
And it's it's not numbered.
Ooh.
It's number 66 of 99.
Nice.
If it's a Seahawk, it might be Walker, maybe. Flip it around. So we know it's a Seahawk. Boo boo.
He's good. He's good at foot. He's good. I love how you have like a fucking like the 20th best receiver in the league, but
that's a badass looking card though. Check that thing out.
Yeah, that's it.
That's cool in the background. It looks like Freddy Krueger's face in the back.
Yeah, fingerprints transfer, dude. So and anyway,
cool.
So I want to see this also. So I've got. Maybe this isn't the right box to ask, but I know people do it. So this is like
Walker.
So I got a couple sets of the hoops. This is premium stock hoops, so at least there's that from Fanatics.
Yep.
I got them fast. They sell for about 200. So that might maybe think that people don't want them as much, but like, is it worth pulling the rookies with the Jaws and the Zions and stuff?
Yeah.
Opening this fucking thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of these.
Trying to find, why don't they have one that just has all the different types of versions of a card? Guide to First Bowmans. Let me try this. Guide to First Bowmans. Let's see here. Let's go. Bowman paper base. Chrome paper base chrome refractor.
That's a cool looking card though, for sure.
Yeah, I know these are limited, dude. I mean, would you?
Oh, I would get it. I would get that signed. He's got chrome versions.
PSA 10 big clutch.
He's got chrome versions of those, bro.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I'm calling him. We're doing a what not show on Friday. I'm calling him.
Yeah, dude. All right, let me see here. Bowman, chrome refractor. Man, they should have these guides that everything to show people the differences.
Oh, checklist, right? The checklist doesn't have it.
So let's see if there's any images to show, like base images.
Well, like Justin Herbert, the rookies refractor.
Not that, but if it was something else, I would do it. All right, here we go. I got something. All right, here we go.
Tyreek Hill base.
Yeah, if it's I think that's a great card. I have a bunch of those too. All right, here we go. Here's what to show you guys the difference. Okay, so this is the base Bowman Chrome Wander rookie. Okay, by base means it's the normal card for the set. It's chrome and it's got a shiny finish to it. There is a paper version of this. That's called the base paper version, and it's not shiny. It's paper. It's thinner, and instead of blue where it says first, it's red where it says first. Okay, so this is the Bowman Chrome Wander base. This is the normal Bowman Chrome base card. If you're putting together the base Chrome set, this is the card you use. It's the most. It's probably the second most common version of Wander Franco First Bowman. The most common version is the base paper. Next, you have the atomic refractor. Okay, this is what an atomic refractor looks like. It's got like that broken glass thing look to it. These are rare. You only get 1 in every 24 hobby packs. They are not numbered, I don't think. If they're numbered to 150. These are the Mojo refractors. These come in Bowman Mega Boxes. These are my favorite refractors. You can only get them in Bowman Mega Boxes. You get 2 Mojo packs in every Mega Box with 5 Mojo cards in it. And you have a chance of getting the players in the Mojo refractor. Then you have the base refractor. Now, you call it base refractor because it doesn't have any like special color to it. It doesn't have any special like refraction like the Mojo. This is Mojo, this style. This is atomic, this style, okay? This is called base refractor because it's just super shiny, almost like when you refractors, when you like move them like this in your hand, you'll see like rainbow popping off the card. It's very easy to tell a refractor. And when you say base refractor, this is what you mean by it. No color, just the shine. They're usually numbered to 499, as you can see there. Then you have the speckle refractor. See, you can tell why it's called speckle refractor. They're usually numbered to 299, and they're 1 in every 119 hobby, 1 in every 38 jumbo. Then you have base purple, right? I call it base purple because it doesn't have any of the special shit. Then you have purple Mojo. You can see this. Then you have base blue refractor. Then you have blue shimmer. You have aqua blue base, aqua shimmer.
God, man, there's so many cards.
Base green refractor, green Mojo refractor, green shimmer refractor. Then you have yellow base, gold mega box, gold shimmer, orange base, orange Mojo, orange shimmer, red base, which is numbered to 5. Those are beautiful. Red shimmer. Then you have black mega box refractors, which are 1 of 1s. And then you have printing plates, which they put in there. Those are 1 of 1s. You have super fractors, which are gold. They're like a gold vinyl. And those are 1 of 1s. So that's your rundown of all the different refractors. So
I take it back. I do have 1 of Calvin Ridley rookie. That's one of those plates.
Yeah.
Printing plates.
So usually greens are numbered to 99 for Topps product. Yellows are numbered to 75. Golds are numbered to 50. Oranges are numbered to 25. Reds are numbered to 5. And then black and gold vinyl superfractors. So this is a superfractor. Let me show you guys what a superfractor looks like. I have 1 superfractor. It's a Garbage Pail Kids superfractor. And you guys can see here. It's got the gold. You can see it's almost like circles, concentric circles, and it's like I'm trying to. There we go.
There you go.
You can see it's like a gold circles that like are vinyl raised. And those are 1 of 1s. You can see on the back it says 1 of 1. Those are called superfractors. So, where do sapphires come into play? Great answer, Hauser. Okay, so sapphires.
Question.
Sapphires are a special set. Let me show you Sapphire 2019 Wander.
See this one. That's weird looking.
Yeah. Sapphire.
We're getting to this prism. So I hope y'all have some good mojo. Y'all from being on the show, get some good mojo on this prism pack.
All right, so this is Sapphire. Let me show you Sapphire. So sapphires are 2022. Sapphires are a special, like a blue color. And
good.
Here's what they look like, and you can't really tell because I have a blue filter on, but they make a special set called Sapphire every year, and they're very low printed. They're these blue, beautiful like refractors, and they're usually blue. The first couple Sapphire set weren't blue; they were like these cracked sapphire designs, but they started going blue, and it's a special set. So they put these out after they put out the regular set. And they're like $200 a box. You get 4 packs, and you can see they're just this beautiful blue design. And those are sapphire. They put those out separately after they put out the regular stuff. So
this first card is upside down. The second card is upside down.
Ooh. Let's see what you got.
Yeah. And it's a TB12, so
it could be a nice Brady here. Look at here.
So this is the second card. It's upside down.
Cross your fingers.
No.
Is it a silver? It might be a silver. Is it a silver?
I don't believe so. Let me look and see.
Does it look like it's a silver refractor?
There's something sweet in here. I can see it in there. There's no prism in there on the back or anything.
It doesn't say prism on the back. It's just the base.
Yeah,
oh, it's a
the
bummer.
base. It's just upside down. You know, you get those upside down cards. You don't know.
Yeah, sometimes upside down means it's a big deal. Yeah. So Hauser says, so Mojo or Sapphires for a key player? Yes. So this is what I would do for key players. I would go Sapphires if you can, right? But that comes out later. I like to collect base refractors, so just the numbered to 499 shiny refractors. Color matches. So color matches, for instance, if you have a team that has red jerseys and you can get a red color match, a red card, that's called a color match. If you have like the Baltimore Orioles and you can get a numbered to 25 orange, that's a color match. I'm trying to buy Richie's Julio Rodriguez rookie auto blue because the Mariners are a blue color match. So I look for base refractors, color match refractors, and then sapphire and mojo refractors. Those are my four favorite things to look out for. If you just want to go prospecting, I go base refractors and mojo refractors just for prospecting. If you want to get a little crazy, go color match.
You also got jersey number match too.
Yeah, that's another thing, you guys. So also look for certain number matches, right? People like, if they have favorite number is 7, they like to get all numbers 7 of 25, 7 of 100. A lot of people out there just collect 69 of 100, 69 of 500. Some people look for the ones of 500s, the 500 of 500, player
number, right? I don't know if you already said that.
Yep, favorite number.
Favorite number or player number,
and then match with the player number jersey, right? So if the jersey
that's the
number
most coveted is usually the player's jersey number, right?
Yeah, those are called jersey matches. So Tom Brady 12s, Jeter 2s. Those are what you're looking for. The card market sounds like a nightmare, says Roy Beatty. It's really fun. It's really fun. It's just like any other collecting, you know.
A prison card.
You gotta dip your toes in at first. Go easy. I suggest only buying if you want to rip packs. I suggest buying a couple boxes a year, right? Like go get a hobby box of Bowman, you know, for I think they're 150 when they come out of Hobby Box, and you're going to guarantee an auto in there. Have fun, open up a box of Bowman. If you're at a Walmart and you see regular Topps blasters, buy a couple Topps blasters for $25 and just have fun, open those. Other than that, I would go prospecting, and that's what we're going to do here. We're going to go prospecting. So here's some people to go prospecting on right now. All right, we talked about some earlier in the game that are really cheap, but here's some people to go prospecting on right now to look for their rookies. Jared Kelenic. You can find Jared Kelenic rookies and first Bowmans for cheap, and he's going to have a great year, I have a feeling. He's one of those players that's dropped off, but he's so young that he can be just killer. So that's what happened to Shohei. Shohei, the first year and a half or 2 years he played over here, he was injured, okay? So his cards really dipped, and you could have bought those cards for a quarter of the price or a tenth of the price that they're going for now.
I'll tell you from experience, like I've done comics for a long time, and then I'd gotten into cards, and the reason for getting cards was to try to make some extra money to pay for comics, and that does poo-pooed at the beginning. You talk to McClay. I was like bummed. I was like, man, screw this thing, and the return was there. I had to take a step back, reconfigure what I liked, why I was doing it, and when I started doing it because I collect the Falcons, I like the Falcons. It made it so much more fun. I was spending a lot of money on the retail, and I was like, look, I'm just going to collect the Falcons, and I'm only going to just focus on, I'll save the money I would spend on blasters and use that to spend on a hobby box, because you get so much more cool things out of it, like numbered stuff and signed things. So I got another upside down card. So let's see if we can see
what up, Hood.
Let's see if there's anything behind.
Raise your hand, Hood. I'll bring you in if you want. You let me know. Hood's listening. Right. I think Hood's listening.
Told him to get his ass over here.
Yeah, Hood's listening in the. Oh, we got a purple. What do we got? A purple.
Purple refractor.
Purple prism. Upside down. It's not a rookie though, is it?
Yeah, just put it down. You're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shitty.
Sick.
Yeah.
Dang, man.
Ouch.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Have a seat. You never know. So that was everything. That was nothing really cool. Let's go looking for refractor though.
So
no auto yet.
All right, let's take a look and see what the hot cards are this week. Let's look at the every once in a while I like looking at the Card Investor. Let's look at the top 10 this week.
These things are thick too, man. Thick card.
All right.
Like sit down. You
it's a Mike Gesicki, dude. Go on.
You lose.
You'll get a purple one in the box. It's just good old Mike Gesicki.
Oh, Mike Gesicki. Top market movers. Let's see here. It's not market movers.
That's cool looking card though. Blah. If you're on acid, that look really cool. It's a whole other story.
What was that card site I used to go to that used to tell us the top 10 cards of the week? Was that? I thought that was Sports Card Investor, but it's not doing it anymore. I can't remember the name of that.
Man, how is that even possible? Why would you even make that card?
Let's try Sports Collectors Daily. Let's go. I thought it was Sports Card Investor, but it might not be. It must not be. Used to go there. We used to go there every show back in the day when we first started, and I cannot remember the name. That's why you gotta write this shit down, you guys. All right, let me check here.
Oh man.
We do got some comic stuff to go over, you guys, here in a minute.
What about these things? I said, fuck it, and bought like 5. These Trevor Lawrence things. This fake pro set Trevor Lawrence's.
I don't think they're worth anything now.
All gimmick.
Yeah.
How about an Easy E silver rookie?
What?
Sit down.
Oh, no. Yeah.
You got dropped.
What about pink Jalen Ramsey? Oh,
No.
fitting, by the way. / Jalen Ramsey.
Okay, sit down. It's just a purple card.
Hey, dude, it's better than Mike Gesicki, dude.
No way. It's Gesicki's least offense, right?
How about just if they're perfect? What about base polar bears? When did
No.
you pay for him?
He's stretched there.
Is Luis Robert dead?
Not yet.
No.
He's another player that got hurt last year that would be keep an eye on.
What about Jordan?
It depends on what you have. If you have
Like the yellow rookies.
yeah, the yellows, yeah.
So Jordan yellow, good.
Yeah.
Hey, did anybody ever pop these Project 70s and grade them?
No, but I was thinking about it.
Because the ones I bought were all from, mostly the ones I bought were the ones that my friend did.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me, and for he didn't do that one, but like I'm not gonna buy a GPK fucking Mike Trout. Fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Or like, or dude, the Trouty from, or like the Pardee Trout. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
not
thinking
gonna buy
about.
a Pardee Trout, dude.
Yeah.
You out of your mind, right? Like one of my favorite player getting Pardee treatment and GPK treatment. Yeah, I'm in. That's pretty simple.
Well, I'm being summoned to go configure a humidifier here.
All right, brother. Thanks for
So
jumping in.
Thanks
All
for
right, man.
joining, guys.
That was fun. Tell Mike just
Yeah.
give it up.
Hey, I did get a Jameson Williams purple one. It's pretty sick. It's numbered.
Nice.
And Christian McCaffrey. It's
He's good
numbered.
at football.
Huh?
First year as a Niner, maybe a little. Doesn't that add a little value possibly also?
He's a good player.
Yeah, but first year on a team. Like I know the first year Laker cards for LeBron were selling for more.
Khalil Mack, kind of whack. This is all the numbered stuff I got. So that's still that lock is lame because lock it, but that's just a sick looking card, man. It's just really cool looking. Anyways,
Yeah, it is a nice card.
Trying to find that damn
it was
place.
a good old fun pulling session. Y'all have a good afternoon. We'll see you around like a donut and Bumblebee Tuna.
Bumblebee too.
All right, man.
Thanks, guys. Y'all take it easy. Have a good one.
All right, man.
brother. All right, I can't
How
find
about
that.
90
damn
90
page.
Bowman refractor Trouty? Worth anything?
No.
My cards suck, man. Sorry. And
No,
then I
they
was
don't.
gonna ask
There
you.
were some really good
I'm,
ones
I'm
in
sure
there,
this
actually.
isn't it, but I had a few. Well, the better cards I have, I just bought them graded. Just to be honest with you. So like, how about UFC stuff? Like these are. I mean, I pulled the Nate, which is the green version, but like Hendo signature. These are just. I mean, this is shit. Just because I'm a fan, but like, you know what I mean. I don't know how well the UFC stuff sells. I know it's been selling better.
I would hold on to it and wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking, so like, what about just random one-offs? Like this came with the Get a Grip skateboard. They do all the numbered GPK stuff.
Those are cool.
They can't be more than. I mean, centering sucks, but there can't be more than 150 of these. And they literally came with the skateboard.
Yeah, those are
You know
dope,
what I mean?
dude. Yeah, I like those.
But are worth grading at all?
They might
Or
be.
just,
Yeah.
because it's at least rare. It's not numbered, but like the skateboards are numbered.
Yeah, I think those are super cool, dude. I like shit like that. So I might be worth grading. Do you have any of the Garbage Pail Kid refractors?
Not really, dude, because I didn't. Do you remember how much we opened and pulled
Yeah.
like none?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got the whole box up there. I don't know, probably 300 cards, and we put 0 refractors.
Yeah. Well, we pulled
Yeah, that's why we got a
refractors,
deal.
but
That's why we got a deal on them.
We pulled refractors, but no Nasty Nick or Adam Bomb.
Oh, yeah, I definitely don't have those.
Yeah.
I haven't bought singles of that.
Yeah. Up the down 7-7. What's the worst right now? Comic market or card market? They're both about similar, man. And we're gonna talk a little bit of comics here. We're getting into the comic stuff real quick. Let's jump through some of this comic stuff. There is some comic stuff that I found interesting this week that I wanted to talk about. Did you guys see? There's a couple things that you guys know that and we talked about this before. How good the Titans series is, right, on HBO Max. It's just done so well, but they're killing it. So they got one more season. I think this is the last season. 4th season is done. It's halfway done. So they're getting ready to do the second half of the season, and they're killing it after the season, which really sucks because they did a really good job with that. So they're doing the Brother Blood stuff. This release, they got new images of Tim Drake Robin, and it looks so cheesy, dude. Look how cheesy Tim Drake.
So has he
Robin
been? Forgive my ignorance. I can't believe I haven't watched this. Of all the shit that I watch,
yeah,
I don't know. I kept starting it, and I'd fall asleep, and that's only because I had too much lunch.
Yeah,
not because I was watching them at the wrong time. It's not like I wasn't like unenthused. So has Tim Drake been on it before?
Yeah, last year or the year before. I think he just showed up, and last year, but he looks so cheesy. He looks like Chris. What's his name? Robin from
Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah, Chris O'Donnell. Robin. Look how stupid he looks.
Did you see? Yeah, but you see the full costume.
Yeah.
Somebody sent the picture of it earlier. There's I don't know. It's not that far off from the original Tim Drake Robin 1 costume from the Bowling cover. It's not that far off. I saw it today. Hold on. Somebody put it in a hangout. Let me give me a second. Let me try to
Here we go. Tim Drake. I need to put Tim Drake. There we go. Yeah, that looks stupid. There's Brother Blood right there.
Oh my God.
And then here's the Tim Drake.
It's fairly true to the Tim Drake Robin 1 Bowling cover.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it. I don't know. I don't really care. I mean, is his character gay on the show?
I can't remember. I think he is. I think he might be. I haven't started season 4 yet. It's been a while since I watched season 3. I like the Raven character. I think she's the cool character. But the Brother Blood stuff looks a little weird. So, but it's a bummer that they're killing it. I thought that was kind of shitty, man. So, we'll see how that plays out. Again, canceled by HBO Max after 4 seasons, which is a bummer. They really did a good job with Dick Grayson, I thought, in that. The first 2 seasons were absolutely amazing. And it's just, they're also killing Doom Patrol. They killed Doom Patrol also. So, no more Doom Patrol, which is a bummer also.
No more anything, man.
I know.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
We're losing banks, interest rates going up today. Jesus Christ, man.
How about this? Mandalorian, did you see this? They brought back the guy who
I didn't watch today.
Who played what's his name? So
I don't know. I didn't watch today.
Yeah. The guy who played Jar Jar Binks, Ahmed Best, they brought him back as a Jedi. And I won't spoil it for you, but it's just funny.
Dude,
yeah. So
I didn't get to watch today. I normally do. I definitely have to do tomorrow.
So it's really, really good. I won't spoil it for you guys. I do have a clip. I was gonna play it, but since she didn't see it, I won't spoil it for you. I'll be nice. I won't ruin it for everybody. But very interesting that they brought back Ahmed Best. They had to give him something good. He probably went, you guys can't screw me here. I can't, I'm always being made fun of for playing Jar Jar. You have to give me something else, so I'm not always made fun of. And they gave him something, and they did a pretty cool job with it. So make sure you guys check that out.
Yeah, but for playing, I'm sorry. How would people know that he was Jar Jar unless he told them?
Yeah, true. That's true. Well, probably when he goes and signs
I
autographs,
I played Jar Jar at college parties.
Well, maybe when he goes and signs autographs, he's like, "Fuck, man, I don't want to keep signing these damn Jar Jar photos. Give me something else."
Why would they care? Why would he care?
Know.
Dude, gets hit with tomatoes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible, dude. All right, I got more. Hold on here. Let's talk about a little bit of FOC. You guys know I love my favorite FOC. Shout out to Cover Price. I got to hit up Matt and working on a Cover Price deal for you guys. So that'll be nice. You guys can go get the Cover Price app for cheap. All right, this is we'll run through FOC really quick because I do have a couple interesting things for FOC. Where is FOC? I know I have it here somewhere. Did I delete it? Must have deleted it. Damn it. Wait, FOC I talked about on Saturday night. I don't need to talk about it tonight. All right. That's what it is. That's why it's not on here. All right, here's another interesting thing. It's talking about collecting, you guys. Check this out. Steve Jobs auctions off his memorabilia from early Apple stuff. A prototype of the Macintosh 128K computer, the first offering by Apple, and its leather carrying case were sold in auction for $16,500 on Thursday. That's pretty damn cool. Dozens of pieces of decades-old Steve Jobs and Apple paraphernalia were sold on auction online. The auction site's initial estimate was $15,000. Half an hour after bidding, it closed for most other items. The worn and soiled mouse and key set were at $45,000. Finally, one bidder blew everyone else out of the water, and the pair of this sold for $178,936. The 55-piece auction titled Steve Jobs, The Apple Computer Revolution, and run by Boston-based RR Auctions wrapped up after a month of bidding. Early computing devices, Jobs and mementos, and vintage Apple's merchandise sold for astronomical sums. Pretty damn crazy. Let's see here. They gotta say what is in there. Despite high-rolling buyers, the auction's leading item, a fully functional 1976 Apple I computer, didn't sell. The item, the auction site said, was originally listed as a demo unit in one of the first personal computer shops in the country and was later signed by Steve Wozniak. Bidding closed at $273,202, far shy of the site's $500,000 estimate. Let's see if we can check out some of the auctions. So here we go. Apple I computer signed by Steve Wozniak. Look at that. Dude, that's badass. All right, let's take a look at this auction. This shit's crazy.
That's crazy.
An Atari keyboard. An Atari CX3000 graduate computer keyboard prototype sold for $60,000. An 8043 Douglas Engelbart XY axis mouse and coding key set sold for $178,000. Bill Gates personally used TRS-80 Model 100 computer sold for $25,000. Tim Cook's signed Apple iPhone 11 sold for $4,000. Look at this. Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back Nintendo NES development prototype.
Oh, that's crazy.
Sold for $6,000.
I'll show you some. I'll be back in literally.
Sounds good.
I'll be back in 3 seconds. Just
The 1 millionth Macintosh Plus sold for $26,000. Apple's computer latch rug. That's pretty crazy right there. A latch hook rug sold for $4,000. Must have been in their office or something. Here's the Macintosh 128K prototype computer with display case. Sold for $16,000. Steve Wozniak's CL9 Core Universal Remote sold for $500. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles NES game, a 4.0 or 6.0 sold for $1,300. Steve Jobs' handwritten technical instructions and annotated schematics from 1971 sold for $12,500. Here's the Apple IIGS Woz edition that sold for $1,880. Steve Jobs' Atari Inner Office Memo sold for $1,000. Steve Jobs' Apple Business Card from 1983 sold for $6,000. You guys, a business card from Steve Jobs from 1983 sold for $6,000. Save those business cards.
Apple fucking sheep, which I'm fake Apple sheep. People give me shit, and I'm like, man, I got the iPhone, so I would have a browser and I would win at fantasy sports while I was at the bar.
Yeah.
I didn't do it because it was Apple. It was the first phone that looked like a little computer that was in my pocket, and here it is, the original iPhone, and I never got rid of it.
bro, you're gonna trip.
The first iPhone that ever came out.
You're gonna trip here. Hold on, I'm gonna put that up. Hold on, put that.
It's not cracked. It's not nothing.
You're gonna trip in here in a second, here, bro. You are really gonna trip. That thing sells for a ton.
It's crazy. It is a 16 gig. I went for the big one.
Wow.
Yeah. So the OG iPhone. There's no. I mean, it's like wear and tear. I had to remember the rubber case I had on this thing, man. Yeah, I had a Commodore 64.
Check this out.
So this is the OG puppy. I assume it would hold a charge, but if I don't have any of those chargers left.
This sold. This is part of the market report. This sold March 21st. Original 2007 Apple iPhone, factory sealed, sold for $38,000 yesterday.
Yeah.
So you can sell yours for a grip, bro.
Yeah, here it is. I just found it.
This is an 8 gig.
Yeah, this is 16. So
let's see what yours sell for. So 38,000. Let's see what you can get for yours, Sean. So Apple.
So there's this is either the original or the one that came out 6 months after.
iPhone.
I'm trying to remember. Did they have an Apple iPhone 16 gig?
15,000? What? No way. Hold on.
That's just asking for it. Oh, please, God, tell me this thing's worth $15,000 fucking dollars. You are more than welcome to it. Anybody who's out here.
Yeah.
Fucking I'm not even sure it even really recorded video back then. But fucking, if there's any porn on there from that long ago, you're welcome. You put my dick on the internet. You can have this for $15,000 for all you give a fuck.
Apple iPhone 3. It's the original iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Apple iPhone, first generation. $8 GB, $300.
Oh, okay. I might actually hold it for $300.
Yeah.
I don't need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Here you go, 1,055 for first generation 16 gigabyte.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go. And he's got it plugged in. I mean, if this doesn't hold a charge, it's because it's been uncharged for so long. But I mean, I can't remember the last time. And the thing is, actually, I kept this for a long time because there's a game that I used to play on this thing. For some reason, it didn't transfer over eventually. So I I kept playing this stupid racing game, but it wasn't, you didn't race. You just like, I'm talking rudimentary to everyone here because I don't know how to say it, but it's like ones where you just you keep racing people and you buy all the parts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
some people, you farmed me while I was asleep kind of deal. And so I kept that off my phone, and then I'd play the racing game on this thing. I remember for a long time. And I can't believe, dude, because all my phones get more messed up than this thing does.
So it looks like,
you know what I mean?
It sells anywhere from between 300 and 1,000, dude.
Nice.
So not bad. Here's an 8 gigabyte.
Yeah, I could probably
for...
clean it up. Like there's some scratches on it, but like the screen is not. There are no scratches on it.
Dude, if you had the box,
the tiniest
still
scratch on the screen, but it's not like there's a crack or anything.
If you held onto the box, bro, holy shit, dude.
To be honest with you, there's a slight possibility.
I kept a lot of my boxes, dude, back in the day.
I had all my boxes for a long time, and this one was never worth upgrading or selling. And I kept it for that game or whatever. And then I think I'd actually changed contracts. Anyway, whatever the fuck. And so I don't remember when I got the next one. Probably 4 or something like that. I don't know. I had this one for a while.
Check this out. Apple computer stock certificate sold for $13.78. Let's see here. Last page. See if there's anything crazy. Ooh, who needs a computer anyway? This is that Matt Groening Apple book that we talked about on the... Dude, look at this, you guys. This is cool. Check this out. So a lot of people don't know about this. We talked about this on the Almost 10 one time. So Matt Groening, is it Groening or Groening? I think it's Groening, right?
I think it's Groening.
Yeah. Apple Computer Booklet, Who Needs a Computer Anyway? A Student's Guide from 1989. Scarce softcover Apple booklet entitled Who Needs a Computer Anyway? A Student's Guide. 16 pages, 7.5 inches by 7.5 inches. Published by Apple Computer in 1989 and illustrated by Simpsons creator Matt Groening, who has, in addition to the front and back covers, provided 9 character drawings of college students such as the clueless, the schizoid, the procrastinator, the imperfectionist, the unemployed, the starving student, and the technoid, the stressed, the overwhelmed. The latter 2 characters represented by one-eared rabbit Bongo from Groening's popular Life in Hell comic strip. This is very cool, you guys, and they paid $656 for it. Be on the lookout for this. What a great item. I bet you could get the CGC grade this. Dude, that is awesome. So
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Very cool.
Well, I don't think probably too wide for them to, I don't know, but yeah.
Apple Think Different poster set sold for $2,000. $55,000 for Apple iPhone first generation sealed.
And people thought it was expensive.
Yeah.
All you had to do was fucking buy, I don't know, 100 of them.
Ted Nelson Computer Library Dream Machines first edition sold for $1,000. Apple Steve Wozniak and Wayne signed Apple One replica manual. Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage unopened box set sold for $3,600. This is the famous set that has the comic inside. Look at that.
Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I've never even seen that box.
That's so
I don't
cool,
know what the fuck
dude.
that box looked like.
Yeah. That's so cool, man. From the RR auction for all the Apple stuff. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I got a couple more news things here. All right. Somebody was asking last week about Shaq rookies. Remember? Somebody, I think it was might have been Doc Joe. So I saw this. Diesel. And I thought this would be funny. So,
I love that card.
Yeah, this is a quick little rundown on Shaquille O'Neal rookies. So, to me, the greatest of them all is the Upper Deck redemption card.
Yeah.
So, back in 1992-93, Shaq signed a contract with the then unknown Ken Golden of Classic Sports Cards. So Shaq could only be on Classic Sports Cards. So Upper Deck couldn't do his cards. So they worked out a deal with him after they had put out the set. So in the set, if you bought packs early on in the Upper Deck packs, you got this little thing that said trade card. And it was like a shadow of Shaq slamming a ball, but you don't see Shaq. and you sent it in, and you got this. And it says trade card at the top, and it was the Shaq rookie, and it's just a beautiful card, absolutely gorgeous. Here you can see, what they sell for. They sell for PSA 10s. Let's see here. Let's see what a PSA 10 sells for. This is a great, great card to buy. A 10, $510 for a PSA 10, and they're very, very hard to get in a PSA 10 because of the all black. So there's the trade card. Now there are ones.
That's an auction, dude.
Yeah,
that's
you're right.
510. That's not bin.
Yeah, that's not even. Let's go to sold. Hold on here. So there's the trade card right there, so you guys can see. That's what the trade card looks like. This is what you got in packs, and you sent it in. I have a ton of these, but they're not graded. And there's the back. And when you sent them in, they hole punched them. So I got a ton hole punched. So this is a PSA 8 sold for $30. That's what you sent in, and you got this back. Now later on, there's the hole punched ones. Later on in the set, they sent them, and they didn't have the trade card at the top in gold. So you can get the Shaq rookies where it doesn't say trade card up at the top in gold. 1A and 1B. Here we go. Is this all of them? Let's see here. This might be all of them. Let's take a look. So yeah, it says draft picked at the top. See where it says draft pick at the top in gold? And this one says trade card. The trade card is the redemption one. And later on in I think Series 2 or something like that, they started putting in where it says draft pick. So those are the 3 different Upper Deck versions, right? Next you have the Topps versions. So you have 2 different types of Topps versions. You have the regular Topps where they made a regular one like this, and then a gold one where it's all gold on the bottom here. Those gold ones sell for a pretty decent amount. Here's the gold parallel version. Let's see what they sell for. And these were the least expensive out of the Topps ones for the longest time, but they really got big, and now they sell for $1,000 in PSA 10s. Beautiful cards. Let's show you what they look like. These were not as expensive when I was collecting as they are now. The Stadium Clubs were worth more. The Topps Stadium Club were worth more. Everybody wanted the Stadium Club, but there you can see all gold. Beautiful card. I would love to have one of these in a PSA 10. So here's the Stadium Club. Now I have a funny story about the Stadium Clubs. Here's the Stadium Club. Stadium Club were like the quality, the best quality version that Topps put out. They were like the premium sports card by Topps.
They were 91 Stadium Club, man.
Yeah.
I got a box for Christmas.
They were amazing, right?
It was like one of the greatest. My grandparents bought it for me. It was one of the greatest things I ever got, dude.
So when
baseball, but
baseball. When 92-93 came around, Stadium Club Series 2 basketball had the Shaq rookie in it, the Alonzo Mourning rookie in it, and they were selling for $15 a pack. Not a box, a pack. 1992-93, that was crazy. It was usually $1 a pack. So me and my dad and my friend were in a Fry's grocery store, and we walked by the card area, and there was a whole box there. And they were $1 a pack. They were $2 a pack, and there was 36 packs. And I asked my dad, "Hey, can we buy these, please, please?" And he said no. And I threw a fit, and he goes, "If you can call around to card shops, there's 2 boxes there. You sell one of the boxes for what we can buy both of the boxes for, and I'll buy it for you." So that's what I did. So I called up a card shop that was close to that store. I said, "Hey, I have a box of 92-93 Series 2 Stadium Club when they were the hottest they were." And I go, "I'll sell it to you for, $140. And he goes, "Deal." Or $150. He goes, "Deal." So I went in there, sold it to him, and then that paid for both boxes. So I got my box. So I went home and opened it, and I was so excited. It was like the first time I ever remember like flipping an item, And I pulled 2 of the Stadium Club rookies, and I built a whole set. I still have that whole set. This card was the best Shaq rookie at the time. This and the Beam Team were the best Shaq rookies, and you got the Beam Team Shaq out of here. It was like a $25 raw card. They don't sell for hardly anything now. Let's take a look at what they sell for now. Let's see here. In a PSA 10, I'd be interested to see. So PSA 10, they sell for $81. So the Tops one sells for $1,000, and the Stadium Club sells for $81. Right? It was flipped back then.
Of course, right? Of course.
So here's the Hoops version. Hoops was great. You could buy, me and my buddy would buy Hoops Series 2 boxes for $60 a box. And you always got one Magic's All Rookie team in there, and you wanted to get the Shaq Magic's All Rookie team because it was selling for $125 at the time. Here is the Hoops Redemption set Shaq. This is a good card. And here's the Beam Team Stadium Club Shaq. So these are the Shaq rookies the best Shaq rookies. The Redemption Hoops, the Beam Team Stadium Club. These were inserts, basically. This was a base Hoops rookie. This was the base Stadium Club rookie. This is the base Tops rookie. And the base Upper Deck rookie. Those are the cards you want for Shaq rookies. So pretty cool. Yeah, late night. It was good stuff. AOA, hell yeah. The Waniac. The Waniac does rule. I went and hung out with him while he smoked a cigar. I smoked a nice blunt, and we had a good time. All right, next. I've got, let me bring this up here. Okay, this is pretty interesting. You guys know we talk about the 3PO cock card all the time. Check this out. Card Ladder. That's what it was. That was the place, Card Ladder. An 8.5 Star Wars C-3PO air card sold for $1,000 the other day.
Or the boner card.
$1,000 for an 8.5, you guys.
Dick. That's what I love, man.
How crazy is that, bro? Dude, that's nuts, man. That is, well, it's not nuts, it's cock, but golden cock.
Yeah, it's full dick, dude.
Yeah,
full golden
dick.
C3PO opening wiener.
Yeah, dude. Fucking crazy, dude. That's the type of shit, man, that just, yeah. You never know what you're gonna see. We need to do a air show. You know, we've already talked about the Billy Ripken. We've talked about the C-3PO. There's a couple more airs we need to talk about. We need to do an air show, just like we need to do a niche comic market show. For those of you guys that don't know, go check out the Discord. One of the things that we started in the Discord is, if you go to the right here, you see niche comic collecting right here, this little thing. And I'm going to start creating channels. So let's think of, while I have everybody here, let's think of a few channels to throw up there. First one should be like skull covers, right? That's a good one. Skull covers. So there we go. There's that one. What's another one, Sean? Bondage covers.
You do bondage covers. We got people. Koi does full moon. You could go underground. Like, what's like 70s underground?
What is it doing
like
there? Hold on.
Like the
there
Chrome
we go.
stuff.
I gotta delete that one. Delete channel. All right. So I've got. Where did that go?
Yeah, today I was working on a book
right.
for somebody that everybody knew, but I hadn't seen, Tales from the Leather Nun. And there's like 7 or 9 printings of that. It's got Crumb in there. It's got, oh God. It's got so
Innuendo covers. That's one.
Innuendo?
Yeah. Like Archie Innuendo covers?
Yeah. Which are generally drugs or sex.
Yeah.
So the
Alien,
life.
Alien,
drugs and sex.
Alien UFO covers. Horror covers, cosmic. Should I do horror? Or should I break it down?
Start with just horror.
Yeah, just horror. Yeah, that's a good idea. Horror covers. What else? Full moon covers.
Yeah, full. Well, that's the koi cakes.
Yeah.
Empire. It's got bubblegum. So we got Empire and
bubblegum covers, right?
And Mr. Longshort. This bubblegum. Little kinky, yeah.
What else? Good call, Empire. There's some good ones out. What is the Marvel box covers where back in like the 70s they have like that box design? They call them like frame covers. Oh, how about 25th anniversary covers? Marvel 25th anniversary covers.
Yeah, Marvel frame. Yeah,
Marvel frame covers.
Was it? It's like 50th or something, right?
The first ones were the anniversary, but they also do like I forget what they're called. They're called Marvel like box frame covers, like I don't know. I'll figure it out. What else do we got? Ted Farmer says he has a Beam Team Shaq. Wow, moon covers. I got the moon covers, Hauser. I got the full moon covers. There's some good ones out there. Oh, Batman holding Robin. Or what would we call that? Like, you know how like the pose is on Final Crisis where Superman's holding Supergirl? Pieta pose covers.
Homages?
What are you talking about? Homage covers? Homage covers. I could do that. Homage covers. There's homage covers. Yuck, but we'll put it there. Chromium covers.
Chromium or
those are like your we have a chromium cover
I know what
marker
they are
today. Yeah.
Isn't there another
foil covers?
Chromium
and foil are probably the same, yeah.
The same thing.
Let me rename that. Let's go.
That's fine, but yeah, I think people should know.
Chromium.
DCU covers. Jesus Christ.
DCU,
dude,
yeah.
We'll be here all night, man.
Well, we're just gonna do a couple.
Yeah, DCU should be on there. You guys have no idea, Ryan. Like I'm telling you, I'm sure you know, but we've been in a DCU group that I'm not even privy to this. Where we've got a couple guys that have Steve and Daryl. I don't think anybody's even in their level. Like I'm talking thousands of covers of each, and with like lists of that shit, that's just absolutely insane. If they wanted to get into it.
So I got DC Universe. Glow in the Dark, great one, AOA. Glow in the Dark, that's a great one. What about ones that are non-covers for niche collecting? Like maybe interior signatures? Like on first pages?
I'm sure, yeah, I mean, I don't think people pay that much fucking attention to that anymore.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth.
Well, I know what I need to put in here.
It's all CDCSS, you know what I mean?
I do need to put in I need to move the creator firsts into there. Where's the creator first? Here we go. I need to move these into there. All right, the creator firsts are now in there. So, boom. What else? Well, I think that's a good start. Recalled, Mark Jewelers. Okay, I can put Mark Jewelers.
Yeah, MJ for sure. We can yeah, there's too many. We don't have to go into National Diamond Sales or like fucking it's too much. Yeah, but Mark Jewelers for sure.
Mark Jewelers. Recalled. I like Recalled. Die Cut's another one. Called.
People really do that much. I'm not saying it shouldn't be a category. I haven't heard that much of die cut stuff. Like, I know it exists, but
I think that's a good start. So there you guys go. You guys, for those of you guys that want to join the Beyond Wednesdays Discord, there's a link in the description. There's also a link in my bio and IG. And if you're watching this right now, here is the QR code right here. So everybody out there, just check that. Just knock out that QR code. Come join the Beyond Wednesdays Discord. We also use it for call-ins. So if you guys want to call into the show, you can use the stage and call-ins channels. So right now we are live on the stage for Wednesday night right here. This is the stage. Let's see if I go into it. Red Hood is listening. What up, Hood? And if you guys want to come and hang out, call into the show, you can do so either through your phone or your computer, whichever you like to have set up. And you can watch the show at the same time. So pretty cool. Niche comic collecting. Let's start knocking those out and filling those up and get some good stuff to talk about. I love stuff like that, and I think it'll be fun to talk about for sure. All right, let's get into the market report. Not much really big on the market report this week, just because tonight was more of a kind of like a quick show. I didn't go crazy on the market report, so let me go ahead and bring that up here. Only a couple things to show. I showed the big one, which was the iPhone. Yeah.
That'll always be funny.
Yeah, the cock card. I know.
Please,
dude.
God, let me have this fucking box.
I know.
You know what
God,
I mean?
Bro, if you have the box, that's
Dude, I'll order a fucking charger off eBay or something. Let's see if you can charge this bitch up. There might be somehow like in the garage or something, one of these freaking chargers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been attempted to be charged in a long time, but it never had a problem in the first place. You know?
Yeah.
Never
All
been
right.
wet.
Here we go. Let's run through these real quick. Market report stuff for March 22nd, 2023. Great numbers. 3/22/23. How about those 1 in 100 Art Germ Emma Frost Virgin variants for Sins of Sinister #1? They're starting to show up, and now in 9.8 you can pick them up. There's a $400 for a 9.8 for that 1 in 100. I don't know if I'm going to pay $400 for that because there was a ton of them, but man, I love that cover, especially in the 9.8. Ooh, beautiful.
It's a really nice cover.
Yeah. I also love those Harley Quinn 30th anniversary Art Germs variants on the Batman Adventures 12 variant or homage. Beautiful. You can get, there's a 10.0 right there, you guys, that sold for $529.
It's got to be that glossy DC hard stock and from a dealer that somebody knows.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say.
I agree. How about a Venom Lethal Protector #1 gold variant? 298 sold this week for about the same price, about $1,200, $1,150 range. So, man, that's such a tough book in high grade. Such a tough book no matter what. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Foil. Gold foil. Next, the Nabisco, bro. A 9.6 sold for $1,529. Wolverine 145.
That doesn't surprise me. One of mine that I legitimately want hella bad.
Yeah, I think.
I'd take an 8.0 for 600 and call it a day.
Yeah,
just because I want the book. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I'm just saying, it's so tough. Sienkiewicz, Wolvie,
beautiful.
Two of my favorites.
Gorgeous cover. Yeah, great cover, and the rarity makes it even greater. How about this? An Evil Ernie 2, which is not the first appearance of Lady Death, but the first cover appearance of Lady Death. A 9.8 sold for $1,300. Tough 9.8.
Yeah, very tough 9.8 for sure, man.
Stephen Hughes. Gabriel Del Otto, Superman Batman 7 variant. A signature series 9/8 signed by Del Auto, sold for $900. So pretty interesting, beautiful cover. Came out when Del Auto was at his peak for sure. That was Del Auto madness time, 2018.
It was, and that, I mean, that's a grand lower than it used to sell for.
Yep.
At least, especially with an auto.
Yeah.
Del Auto has a non-obtrusive and good-looking sig, and not the easiest to find if you're not, you know,
in Europe.
Yeah, or who's it? Scott's Collectibles.
Yeah.
That rolls with them. Yeah.
Next, how about an Invincible number 198? Tough 9/8. Sold for $3,351. Do you have a 9/8?
That makes me happy. That makes me happy.
Oh.
The only thing that makes me is it's a little more than Walking Dead. Other than that,
yeah,
that irritates me 1%, but only 1%.
Yeah. Speaking of chromium, there's the 9/8 for this Marvel Collectible Classic Spider-Man number 1. I love those chromiums of both the Amazing Spider-Man 300 and Spider-Man 1. I want both of them really badly. I've never owned one. I've had a chance to buy a couple, but I just never pulled the trigger, and they keep getting more and more out of range. But coming back down, but $1,000 for a 9/8, getting a little bit of some love lately. So
I honestly I don't understand I don't understand the price on that.
Well, I think it's rarity because I don't think they sold many. I think people didn't realize they were in Wizard, and I think people looked at them as reprints. And back then, reprints were just like spit on.
Yeah,
I don't want a freaking reprint. Yeah, so even if you add, foil to it and chrome to it, nobody wanted it back then, and now they do.
No, they were like, fool me once.
Yeah. Black Cat number 1, the Le Cat Noir. J. Scott Campbell, signed signature series 9/8, $1,649.
Am I tripping, or is that low? Is that way down?
That feels down. I felt like that was like a $3,000 book at one time, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, and SSJSC.
Yeah.
He gives a big sig, but he normally puts it in the right place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at dude. And you know what? And I do know at least he got it right, because every woman I know's back curves exactly like that.
Yeah.
And then I wake up.
Yeah. Here's a perfect example of those Batman, Holden, and Robin niche covers, or I don't know what you would call that pose, like the Pieta pose, because Superman does it a lot of times. There's other characters that do it. Maybe it's called the Pieta pose, but Batman 156 and 8/0 for $462, you guys. You can get an 8/0 Batman 156, or you can get some modern art germ variant for $50 more. Like, come on. What is going on here? I feel like that's just, there's something wrong there. So, dude, Moon Knight, first appearance of Moon Knight's Werewolf by Night 32's Raw are still selling for a grip. They will always sell for a grip. Raw Moon Knights just sell. I don't know what it is. $13.66 for a Werewolf by Night 32 Raw first appearance of Moon Knight. I love this. Back to the Future number 1 from IDW. I think it's the J. Scott Campbell cover. It looks almost like J. Scott Campbell, but I could be wrong. Signed by Christopher Lloyd, Michael J. Fox, and J. Scott Campbell. Yeah, there you go. So that's a cool book right there. J. Scott Campbell signature and cover, signed by Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd also. $442.
Yeah.
So great. I mean, I'd rather have that than the art germ. Even though I like the art germ, Emma, I'd rather have that than the art germ for sure. And I'd rather have the Batman for sure. So, all right, some weird ones here. Wanted number 1. I don't know what Wanted that is. It's Dynamite. The man with no hams, the man with no something. No hands. I don't know what that says, but it's signed by Chevy Chase. Like, how weird is that?
That's a pretty fucking tough sig. Plus, it's right across the top.
Yeah. Why would you
I
have
don't know what the
Chevy
hell it
Chase
is.
sign
Must have
that?
been, was he? No, was he? Yeah, I mean, he must have been part of the show or whatever you want to say.
I don't know what that is. It's just a weird one to me. And it's a 9.4, but $300 it sold for. The Man with No Name. I don't think it's. Oh, it does say name. You're right, Ted. Thank you, Ted. It does say The Man with No Name. And isn't that a Clint Eastwood thing? So.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, it is Chevy Chase. It is weird. So that sold for $300. That Kate Beckinsale autographed Underworld is beautiful. That Underworld Blood Wars #1, the photo cover, is such a tough book. It's a beautiful cover. It looks amazing. And then to have it signed in the red, how it it just totally matches the red trade up top and the little red splashes. What a beautiful book. And it's a 9.9 signature series, sold for $1,000 on 49 bits. That is a beautiful book to me right there. That's like a 1 in 1,000 book right there.
So so just being honest, this did hit the market on Monday that I was on too, and I said the same thing. I said for $1,000, I said I'll take the 9.8 for 400.
Yeah.
only, but I'm also she's hot. I know that's what it is. It's a movie crossover. You know what I mean?
And it looks good too.
That shit is everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just think it looks good too. It looks really good. I mean, it's a perfect storm. Great actress, beautiful cover and design, and great color splash signature.
Yeah.
So, and the grading. So they got 4 things there. How about a Johnny Depp signed Pirates of the Caribbean #3? I've never seen that Pirates of the Caribbean #3 comic. I've never seen a Pirates of the Caribbean Disney comic before. And it's signed by Johnny Depp. Sold for $710 with the Beckett COA. So that's pretty cool. The James Kreider says the B cover for this is pretty sweet too. Graphic novel, heavy cardstock cover, grades well. Yeah, I'll be on the lookout for any of them, of the Blood Wars ones. All right, next we have got some toys. I only got a couple toy things this week. Wonder Bread He-Man with the chess piece only, sold for just under $800. And then the vintage Star Wars Luke headset, AM radio, 1977. That's it. Complete in box, sold for $1,605, you guys. That's crazy. And then somebody got lucky and scored a Toy Biz Spider-Man 2099 mint on card figure with the variant in the back, looking good, for $350. And then how about this? A sealed in box mint Serpentor with Air Chariot. Such a great figure and vehicle. $860 on 33 bids. I think Nate.
A Serpentor, dude.
Yeah.
How rare is that got to be still in a box?
Yeah. And Nate, I think, recently picked one of these up, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have to find out how much you paid for it. And then a 77 X-Wing mint in box, unopened, sold for just over $2,000. Looks beautiful, too. Gorgeous box. Really, 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 really cool stuff. All right, I got a couple more things here. Let's do this. Okay, and then go over here and go switch it up. All right, this is a 1982 catalog, trade catalog for promotional toy items. And it still has Revenge of the Jedi in it. Before they changed it to Return of the Jedi.
Oh shit.
It's Revenge of the Jedi. It has Parker Brothers movie VCR cassette game in there. It's got the Micro Collection Bezpin, which is very rare. It's got the Forlom and Admiral Akbar, and then Empire Strikes Back and Revenge of the Jedi right there. There it says there. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Very rare. In decent condition from Kenner. Sold for $188.50. I like pieces like that. I like stuff like that. All right. I've never seen this. And here's for all you Coomers out there. For all you sexy cover fans. Your booty and titty covers. Never seen this one before. The Waking #4 from Phoenix Comic-Con in 2012. I know what boys like. I know what they want. Signed by E-Boss. Yep. Written by Raven Gregory, who did The Gift, where Tyler Kirkham's first pro work is. With Raven Gregory, a local artist or a creator out here. But never seen this. Pretty interesting. Like the zombie hands on there. Great E-Boss cover. It's got the 602 and the Phoenix tramp stamp.
Mind the Gap.
Yep. Just under.
Yeah,
400.
that doesn't surprise me that it sold for. It surprised me it didn't sell for more. Considering the fanhood, I'm not the closest follower, but I'm not unaware, and that's a pretty for the Boss collectors. That's a pretty hot cover. Never heard of the series.
I've never seen this.
I've never seen this cover, dude. Yeah, that's good. With the old label, old school, 13 years old or 11 years old. Excuse me.
Cool book, right?
Yeah, man. Cool as shit.
How about a Batman #522 DC Comics original art, page 11. Look how beautiful this is. Kelly Jones, you guys. Look at that.
Yeah. Love Kelly Jones, actually.
Just amazing.
I've always enjoyed Kelly Jones on Batman.
Yeah. I think that's Kelly Jones, right? That's definitely got to be Kelly Jones.
Dude, I'm assuming.
And the only one I think of that maybe would have those tight ears
might
might be
bottom?
Sam Keith, but I don't think so. It says, Greg, make sure root hand is very usable. I don't know what that means, but
Was it saying in the description though? I don't think it's Sam Keith. It's one of the two. But I don't
Kelly
think it's
Jones.
Sam Keith.
Yep, Kelly Jones.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Yep. Kelly Jones. Man, that is freaking beautiful. Wow. Gorgeous. Sold for just under 15 grand. $14,850.
That's oof.
Yeah.
We've been in the wrong game the entire time.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, it should have been OA.
Yeah.
Like the people buying I mean, we know who bought like Ultimate Fallout 4 cover. You know what I mean? Well, then we're over here trying to flip. I'm thinking like, hey, cool, man. Bought a $50 book back in the day. I'm selling for $2,000, right?
Yeah.
Somebody spent whatever they spent, and it is going to be worth
$125 probably. $60.
Well, I don't know what they paid for the cover, but like, that's going to be worth $1 million someday. You know,
Dinesh's episode of the most expensivest. Yeah, it came out Monday, so make sure you guys go check it out. I'm gonna reach out to Dinesh and try to get him on to come and talk about it. It is on Vice.
How do I watch Vice?
There's a cable channel, and then I think you can watch it online.
Okay.
Next, we have something I've never seen before. I've never heard of it. It's called Creepax, the complete Creepax gift box set, volumes 1 and 2. Sold for $425. Never seen it before. Looks pretty interesting. Let me know if you guys have ever heard of this. The Time Eater and Other Stories. Dracula, Frankenstein, and Other Stories. Creepax, volumes 1 and 2. The strikingly designed slipcase set contains the first 2 volumes of the complete Creepax, featuring the Italian master's horror and science fiction comics starring his erotic heroine, Valentina. So, Italian special limited edition includes stunning G-Clee print of never before published Valentina image by Creepax. Sold for $150 originally from Panagraphic, and now it's selling for $425. So this is the stuff you got to be on the lookout for. You can find stuff like this super cheap places. Here's another thing that I don't know what it is, but grabbed my attention. Sad pictures for sad children. Number 1 and 2. Original art by Simone Vale and John Campbell. It sold for $1,100. So, pictures for sad children. And of course, we've all seen these characters before. So, John Campbell. Hey, did you shit on my poop?
One of my best friends.
I pooped right over there. I specifically wanted that poop there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is crazy, bro.
John Campbell's one of my best friends. And I don't know if any of you been to Scotland. They still don't like Campbell's.
Yeah.
I did a tour in Scotland, and I got on a bus. And the first thing this guy says, are there any fucking Campbells on this fucking bus? Right? And I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, and knowing my buddies, this family, they're fucking wild. I'm like, I see how, like, I love them, but I'm me. Okay. Not everybody's like me. Right. I love a shit show. I love to go have a good fucking time. All right. You go out, dude, we're gonna have some fucking fun. But I see how people can be stressed out by some goddamn Campbells in this world if they're all like my family friends, the Campbells. I'm just saying, you know. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, kind of like the Hatfield and McCoys on a larger level.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Clan Campbell.
Yeah, man.
Glenn Campbell from the Clan Campbell. So yeah, that is the market report for this week, you guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We got let's see here, what do we got coming up? Bogcast tomorrow night. We're going to be talking the Mothership, Joe Rogan's new comedy club. The Comedy Mothership is just continuing to destroy. Anybody that lives out by Austin, I would suggest you try to get in there ASAP. It's just amazing. They're just throwing killers out left and right, and they finally opened both rooms. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you tune into the podcast tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Brian, let's plan a fucking trip.
My buddy Keith is thinking about it, so we might have to talk about that. Yeah. We might have to talk about that.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah. South by, I think Vinny's there right now, or he was there last week. That's why I was hoping maybe we can get him on to talk about it.
Wow.
So, yeah. So we're gonna be talking about that, and we're also gonna be talking about the UFO report. So make sure you guys tune in. First half will be on YouTube, second half on Rumble, or you can watch the entire show uninterrupted on the Discord. Beyond Wednesday's Discord, again, link in bio. You can also call into the show and chit-chat with us. Also, Friday, the return of the Hot 10. We had off last week. Stein couldn't get away from family stuff, which is way more important. He was out doing North Carolina soccer stuff, so shout out to Stein. And Saturday night, Modern Comic Mayhem. I'm looking to get Big Clutch in as soon as possible, so maybe this week or next weekend. I want to get Dinesh in, so maybe next weekend or the following weekend, and a lot of other stuff brewing. So you got any sales coming up, bro?
I don't have sales, but speaking of, is there an echo or is that just me?
Yeah, I think it's just you.
All right. No, I don't have sales, but speaking of sales, Big Clutch has a sale, and that is, I'll be at WonderCon. I'm actually going to go down tomorrow night. So if you're in Anaheim tomorrow night, you could try to hit me up. But we've got UCLA and Gonzaga. If anybody wants to watch UCLA beat the Zags with me, it'll never be as sweet as watching Adam Morrison cry. But down 11 with 2 minutes left. But anyway, so I'll be down at WonderCon. There's not an event for WonderCon or anything like that. I'm just going to check in. I'm staying next to the place, so I'll be in there with our friends from Cover Price. And Big Clutch does have a booth with his friend, the writer. And I'm blanking here, but anyway, sorry, I feel like a jerk. But there he is gonna go. He is gonna do a whatnot sale that he hasn't in a long time. He's gonna be live on the comp floor, do some giveaways. So myself and Drew from Wanted Comics will be with Big Clutch at 4 p.m. PST tomorrow on the floor. So I assume it's not going to be under comic. I didn't ask him about this. Okay, if you follow Big Clutch social media, he's finally split with in a very amiable way. Just moving on to do other things in life. This is not like negative thing. All positive. So we'll see Big Clutch. Will be out there tomorrow on the floor. He's got the booth. And so I assume it's going to be on his Big Clutch account. I will definitely be posting. I already put it on my story on Instagram. So if you look up my big leg, as you can see right there, and if you're listening to this, you probably already know. But if you look at that, so you'll see Drew and I, or even if you don't see us, we'll be there for Morals Report. They're on the floor of WonderCon tomorrow, 4 p.m. PST. That's what's going on. So I'll be at WonderCon. I'll be there for a little while on Saturday, but I have a prior commitment, a fun one, by the way, but down in San Diego on Saturday night. So that's what's going to be going on. So if you're in Anaheim and you see me, say what's up, and I'll say what's up back. I end up lunchtime beers, nighttime. I'm gonna have fun tomorrow night and have some more fun on Friday night. Drew and I we were literally drinking with Scotty Young and all the writers. So if you're at the Marriott or the one next door, is the Hilton? I forget. I don't know why I'm asking you guys. Sit right next to each other. We'll be out. There's just like the comic celebrity stuff. I have fun with the comic celebrity stuff because this is like our little world. It's like you can't go to you can't have like 20 NBA All-Stars, but you can have 20 comic drawing and writing All-Stars, and people don't know who they are in the elevator if you're not in that world. So it's like our fun little world that we play in and have a good time. So anyway, I'll be out at WonderCon this weekend. Big Sean 13 is my eBay, and that's it. That's all I got coming up. But I'm really excited about this weekend. So
I got some interesting stuff to talk about for Saturday night. For those of you guys that love the comic book drama alert, Saturday night's comic book drama alert has some pretty interesting not necessarily breaking news, but if you watched last week's comic book drama alert, you saw that we started off by talking about the CBCA Awards, Comic Book Community Awards, which I didn't know much about. I had heard about them before, but I didn't look into them. And it's all started with a Decor post about the CBCA that was taken down. And I found out why it was taken down, you guys. And it's going to blow you guys away. I have been given the A-OK to go on the record with it from Decor. And it's very interesting to say the least. So make sure you guys tune in on Saturday night for Comic Book Drama Alert. Also, shout out to
no comment.
Yeah, just wait.
Fucking is. I don't even know, by the way. I'm still saying no comment, everybody, just so you know.
Shout out to Nick Goltra, who hit me up. He has something going on in Tulsa called the Tulsa Comic Book Swap at the Glenpool Conference Center that is coming up. If you guys want to check it out, it will be June 18th from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's free to get in. If you want to set up, it's $45 to set up at a table out there. It is the Tulsa Comic Book Swap. It's a nice cool little thing that he is putting on. He's taken the time to set up a comic book swap in his area, which is very cool. I like hearing about this type of stuff. We need to see more of these. Do this type of stuff in your city. If there isn't these type of things at these hotels and VFW halls, set one up. They're very easy, and people will come out. So this is June 18th. If you guys want to hit him up for more information, you guys can. It is Nick Goltra on IG. He goes by, let me see, what is IG? Nicholas Goltra Comics. And also, this is going to be at the Glenpool Conference Center. I told him I would talk about it, so make sure you guys check it out. June 18th, if you guys want to set up a table, it's $45 a table. If you guys just want to go, it is free to get in. Comic book swap and trade and sales. Pretty cool thing. Check it out. This is the type of community stuff we love to talk about. And again, make sure you guys come hang out tomorrow night on the Bogcast. UFO report, cannabis report, stand-up comedy report, all kinds of fun stuff. We'll see you there. Friday night, Hot 10 over at the House of Stein. Saturday night, Modern Comic Mayhem with Comic Book Drama Report. Ooh, boy, is it going to be a good one. We'll see you there. Adios.